Hey, welcome everybody to the finals of the Quarantine League. We are here after many a week. It's gonna be me and Zubaz today. Yeah, that's right. It's never happened up until now. Somehow, some way, Chapter 47 and Battle Lounge got us together.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be here finally with the Bond Clegg. The two, it's going to be a very awesome time to be with you doing this event. I've been looking forward to commentating with you for so long, and it's just crazy that we've never done it. Like, we've been offline for over a year, and we've been both doing so many events, but it's just never been a crossover. But finally, thank you, Chapter, for making this come true and giving this to the people.
Yeah. We sidestep each other on commentary better than we sidestep verticals in games, so I'm just saying. But for real though, guys. So this is the Quarantine League that Battle Lounge and PNW SOULCALIBUR has been putting on for quite some time at this point. It is a point-based system. So the bracket on the Matcherino, which I believe you can do !Matcherino in the chat if I'm remembering correctly. The bracket on the Matcherino is seeded based off of the points. So you're gonna notice that first round is not only Rich Sticks versus Outlaw, but winner of that has to fight Zefukai, right?
Yeah.
So that's all due to points. It's all due to points.
That not a bracket I would personally want to have, right? Being one of the players who are great players in their own right. So, like, you beat one of the best NA players currently playing, and then your reward is Zefukai in your round 2 winner side. Like, oh wow. But as you mentioned before, going to be point based, so that is why the seeding is the way it is. If you've been playing more events, you wouldn't be seeded in the position that you are. Zefukai being our number 1 seed, Florida Man also with 40 points being our number 2 seed, so they're going to have the best run in the bracket based on of their points. It's going to be a very, very clutch event with crazy upsets happening very early on in this tournament. Something I'm looking very much forward to seeing in action. Bonaclag, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people who maybe are tuning in right now maybe don't know a ton about the Pacific Northwest. It's totally possible, right? So if they don't, they might be getting a chance to see the Pacific Northwest in action here today, which would be super cool for a lot of them because, you know, maybe they're not aware of Dill Muncher, maybe they're not aware of Two Swords. Although, after, I guess, Frosty, I don't know how you're not aware of Two Swords, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a lot of great players from the Pacific Northwest. I'm excited to see Rip City Outlaw. You know, he, from my understanding, is a Siegfried player like myself. So I'm always excited to see my favorite character. I love him so much. And you're rocking the shirt. My favorite shirt. It is so comfortable. You can get that at FostianFGC.com. It also supports the community, which is even better. But it's just so soft. Tell the people how soft it is.
Yeah, so legitimately, I've been sent shirts before, and you know, normally they use whatever material. Faustian Chapter 47 did not skimp on the price of the shirt because it's like double the cotton count or something. It was actually the softest shirt I had ever been given. Well, I bought the shirt straight up. I didn't ask for a handout or anything, but it was legitimately the softest shirt I had just like gotten to put on out of nowhere. I did not expect that. I was just like, oh yeah, it's just another merch shirt. It just happens to have super sick art, right? That's what I was buying it for. I didn't realize what I was also getting on top of that was one of the most comfy shirts I have to own to date.
Yeah. I love the shirt. I wore it for WUFL on day number 1 just to rock the Siegfried, right? Rock the community. You know, that's what I'm about. I'm about the people, about the community, and about the character. And it was amazing. It was so comfortable the whole time, and I was feeling good. This is going to be our first round, though, coming in. We're going to have, I believe it's Rip City Outlaw versus Dill Muncher coming in for our round number 1. Oh, Rich Sticks versus Rip City Outlaw. Getting ahead of myself. It's going to be an absolute amazing gameplay. I have a little bit of experience in this matchup, being Siegfried versus Maxi. Siegfried, in my opinion, wants to be a little bit more space-oriented in this matchup. Maxi's got a lot of range, but so does Siegfried. Siegfried wants to be kind of backing up and trying to get those whip punishes. Rich Sticks probably not going to be trying to let that happen. And if he's very movement-heavy, Rich Sticks can also try and fish for counter hits with that 2-2A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I do believe my feed is frozen, personally. My bad.
So is mine.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. All right, there it is. We got it back. See, the second all we had to do was say so. But yeah, so one thing in particular I want to talk about this, because unfortunately I cannot see the game, is that Rip City Outlaw was one of the people in PNW that has always been one of our strongest players, right? Without question. There has been a rotating player base for a while. I mean, not a rotating player base, but a rotating top player for a little bit, between, you know, there's Two Swords, there's Rip City Outlaw, there's Florida Man, at one point there was Q, etc., right? But Rip City Outlaw, pretty much being able to go toe-to-toe with Florida Man at this point. Now we can see the game, and already, wow, before we could even get back into the match on the feet, there was 2 rounds taken by Rip City Outlaw.
Crazy stuff going in hard. I like Rich Six going in for the stance counter. He is so good at adapting and countering those Siegfried stances, something he's very adept at.
We ran into Siegfried a lot if you started playing this game when it first started, right? Because Siegfried was just heavily abundant for a lot of different players, and especially with the level that Rich Six played at. So
yeah, definitely. Like, oh, the wall pressure doesn't get the wall spot. He thought he was going to be able to convert into something. Rich Six looking very dominant round, and he beats out the Dark Legacy with the 1B. Doesn't get the counter hit for, but doesn't matter.
Oh, no.
He's able to convert anyway into the ring out and stealing that round due to the wall break on Astral Chaos. What a great game number 1 for Rip City Outlaw.
That was emphatically in his favor. I know we didn't get to see the first 2 rounds, but that 3rd round looked like it was completely different, right? The second round was a perfect from what I remember. The 3rd round, however, ended up being like, oh, yeah, Rich Six has definitely got this. And then the wall break on Astral on the 3rd hit of the wall, right? Yeah. It was already red at that point. One of the things that I feel like everybody's going to notice Siegfried players going for is like 6A or, you know, some other try to wall splat horizontal. Yeah. Just trying to get either as much damage as possible, or if it's on Astral Chaos, you just get a straight up ring out, right? Wall damage obviously not a factor here, but it is kind of a small stage, even if it got, you know, buffed way back.
Yeah, Siegfried does have great ring out potential as well, even with some basic counter hits. If he gets a stray 6B counter hit, that's going to be a lot of ring out carry that Siegfried can get, even on his larger stage like this.
Mm-hmm. But the switch over to Aswell. So this is a character Rich Six has been messing with a lot, obviously. It has been a long time as well.
Yeah, definitely. This is a good matchup for Aswell, especially when he's staying in sword. It makes it very easy to get block punishes like that and negate stances from Siegfried.
Mm-hmm. Super hard to deal with the speed, right? And I mean, sword stance is just the best stance, personally. But 1 counter hit into the B4, just frame, finishing it off right there. 1 round.
Yes, it is great.
This is first round, right? So it's like, it's just a 2 out of 3. This is not like... I know this is not a matchup I would normally consider to be like 2 out of 3. You know, maybe I would see these players farther in the bracket, but here we are.
Yeah, it is. Oh, but the great whip punch on the 2-2B. He's going to get the ring out here. Should be able to get the conversion. Yeah, that nerf not going to play a factor there. Great patience from Rich Six, able to get that sidestep.
Yeah, 2-2B into B+... Oh, that's -12. Yeah. 2-2B into B plus K, just while you're in sword, is usually a free ring out if you're that close. Like, I know it got nerfed, but there's really not that much space in between that and the ledge.
No, it's not, but I like Rip City playing a little bit more patient right now. Knows he can't box with Aswell in this matchup, so he's going for the more space. Oh my god, that was so crazy! He's so good! That is not easy to do. He knew that was coming! Wow.
The absolute hard read right there on the axe toss. Knew that he was going to throw it, immediately ducked, and then on reaction with the CE. Now he's in Dark Legacy though, he's got stacks. I mean... Oh, but there's the big jump over. Yeah, he immediately had to stance transition to get out of this. Dark Legacy expended.
Yeah, Soul Charge though coming in from Rich Six, gonna take that advantage back. Doesn't care about your plus frames, and he is now powered up. Gets the whip with the spin! Oh no! You gotta remember that he can do that still. It's not as good as it used to be, but he does get that reverse ledge parry.
Yeah, I mean, what Rich Six had to have been going there for there was just like, okay, I'm too far away to get a normal punish and sword stance, right? So I need to do something. B plus K is my fastest option here. And unfortunately, yeah, the twirl was all in. Great sidestep right now. Another mix-up, one more. It's going to be the flapjack backwards and a perfect to end it.
Yeah, running it back in. I believe we are doing first 3 format for this.
Are we?
Are we not? I think that's what we were doing.
Oh, we are? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, giving one more opportunity. It was like a last-minute change that we were doing it for, so it's going to be first. I like that we're trying out these new formats, right? We saw what WFL did for their top 8 being all first 3. So I like that the community is trying these new things. We have the time for it, right? We're not doing anything. It's quarantine. He's going to be going to Grow now. He does have the Grow as an option. And Grow is doing better and better in this matchup, in my opinion, as the patches go on. His damage is increased, and he's also very good at just kind of like shutting down Siegfried at those closer ranges.
I think Grow has gotten a lot of love throughout the years of the game so far. It's been pretty incremental, but it has been there, right? It hasn't been so slow that he hasn't been getting it. And on top of that, Siegfried with several different nerfs. That's another thing that helps the matchups. I feel like a lot of Grow's previous problematic matchups actually kind of gotten adjusted a bit.
It did. I like him going for the side hold A to go for an Oki situation into reverse side hold, but Rich Stick's very aware of that setup, going to be able to counter out of it.
Trying to use the BB just to be able to catch the air control lightning blade, but no. No punish on lightning blade?
No, he just got him on the side step with the AGA, trying to deny that move. And great use of that move. He went for the low, but it's too slow.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately right there. It is the slow break attack one. It's not like the 1A, which is a little bit faster, but, you know, the read was there, I feel like.
Yeah, he had it ready to go, just not quite the right timing. And look at this movement from Rip City. He is just dancing in and out of this mid-range, controlling it. And Richik's not blocking the wake up. And a third perfect? One perfect per game?
And, I mean, there's a chance that there could have been more at this point, right? Because we missed the first 2 rounds outside of the perfect on the second round. We saw that part.
Could have been. First round could have been perfect. Oh, the counter.
Oh, he tried to go for the rig out.
Yeah, went for the jack slab. Not going to get that one. But Rishik's also putting on a clinic with his offense. Gets blocked. That's that Parsec reaction.
Oh, another block on the low right there. Jumps over, is going to be able to get good damage off this, but also the mix-up because, yeah, now he's got those... He's very close to being able to, yeah, I was going to say, just get the chip damage, but yeah. Soul Charge is coming out.
What a crazy read on that 2A+. You're going to pop Soul Charge, deny any sort of momentum the Richik's going to be getting, and he runs up just right in his face, and the 3-3K! Wow, he did the 8-way run version of that one, followed Rich Six's step, and that is why he got that countered. If he just done 6-6K, that sidestep would have been more than enough to avoid that vertical.
But, I mean, unfortunately not there, and Rich Stick's going to be going down to the lower bracket pretty early, first round even. That was dominant fashion by Rip City Allah right there. You mentioned it at the very beginning. Well, maybe not the very beginning. The third game, the movement, right? The movement was incredible. Pretty much every sidestep was affording him big damage punish. Even if it wasn't a big damage punish, it was just enough, right? Like it was, it carried him throughout the whole game there.
Yes, it did. You know, Siegfried, he gets a lot of reward off of his sidestep options. His 2-2A is a phenomenal tool. It's a mid-tech crouching horizontal that knocks down on normal hit, can wall splat, can ring out. It's just so good. And we saw Rip City use that move very, very effectively, right? He was fishing for the ring outs on actual chaos. He was getting anti-airs with it just because of his timing with the move. And if Siegfried is able to just dance in and out and move around freely when being able to get those amazing sidestep tools like 2-2A, it's hard to kind of contain the character, right? Because he's going to be pushing you back on knockdown, on block with things like 3A4 and AGA. You know, he's able to space you like that. And Rip City did a great job controlling that mid-range space.
So Rip City Outlaw with that wonderful control is going to have the ability to fight Zefukai up next. Going to be moving down the upper bracket though, because of just how the bracket works. Obviously, we had to get through that first round, right? And the next first round matchup is going to be Zed versus Two Swords here. We're going to do a quick button check before we get into that. But yeah, so Zed, one of the scientists of the game for sure, Xianghua Extraordinaire, Two Swords on the other side. Been playing a lot of different characters recently. It's not just been all in on Yoshimitsu, right? At a point, we thought it was a lot of Maxi too, but then out of nowhere, just busting out the Hilde.
Okay, definitely a good choice with Hilda. Currently in this patch, she's considered to be a relatively strong character. A lot of people put her in like top 5 situation, and a lot of that is because of her great close range pokes, her long range whiff punishes, and her just solid damage all around, right? If she ducks to the grab, that wall rising charge beat just hurts so much. Even if you can tech out of like the high damage one, it's still like almost 100 damage. It's crazy how much damage this character can do.
She outputs not only a lot of damage, but she also just has a lot of good other things outside of that. In my personal opinion, she almost has it all in this game that you want to offer. So I last time I made the joke that like that they should give her CE should give her regalias back or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody got mad at that, but that was definitely a joke. So I do wonder which character it's gonna be. Is it just straight Yoshi, or is he gonna make the switch? It is the 3 out of 5.
Yeah, you
So I
have the
mean, you
time
know,
to
we could start with Yoshi and then kind of
feel it out, right?
mess around. But oh, the stage.
Yep. Most of these characters have an I-10 AA, which definitely is, you know, it seems like it wouldn't really make much of a difference, but Yoshimitsu's has a lot more range. Now, he just is negative on hit, but he has that Brave Edge available to him. So if they do get close range, it's not really going to be a matter of, all right, looks like they're just doing a button check. Very smart, always check your button. It's not going to be too much of a factor that like one character is going to outspeed the other one. Now, where it does play a factor is Younghwa does have that 12-frame critical edge.
Yeah, it's real nice to have on block punishment for sure, especially for this character, because being able to cash out on damage and damage rage somebody, especially a character like Yoshimitsu on the Brave Edge front, where he's not just damage racing you, but he's also taking your meter, is really, really important in my eyes. So definitely going to see that 12 frame C come into play on block punishment. Well, I mean, if Two Swords is going to allow it.
Yeah, Yoshimitsu, no, he does have a lot of moves that are kind of in that -12, -14 range, right? So most characters don't really get a strong punish at all, and Younghwa has a tool. Could be a potential bane for Two Swords.
No, I mean, first game coming into it. It's not the desert stage this time, so we're not gonna have to worry too much about Yoshi's Island.
Now, it's still definitely a possibility, though. It's not the largest stage in the game. He positions himself quickly. He can get those ring outs. But both these players just playing solid neutral. Like, look at, they're just spacing each other out. Two close-range characters kind of just playing like a long-range, mid-range game right now. Very interesting.
So, like, Two Swords is somebody who's very specific about wanting to, be able to catch people on going to the ledge, right? He wants to goad you into coming to the ledge and fighting him at the ring edge. He loves that stuff because, he gets like a 2-2B and you're dead, right?
He does. But Zed not gonna let that happen. Very aware of the situation. Gets the reverse ledge. He gets the bait, and there's that 2-2B, but he didn't have the meter to get the combo confirmed into the reverse ring out.
I wonder if 4A would have built the meter into Brave Edge, but I guess he didn't go for it for a reason, and that 2-2B is gonna finish it off.
Wow, that was very unfortunate. If he had just had a little bit of meter, that round would have been his. Spends the meter there, gonna get the Brave Edge, but not gonna be, the optimal situation. Doesn't get on the air hit.
Yeah, you notice the way that Two Swords very specifically is playing right now is actually taking away meter from himself, because he's not really fighting at the range 0 so often that he gets the meter, right? He's just getting his damage here and there, which, I mean, hey, it's working out right now, and he's able to steal some bar fight.
He is. Great move of control, but he goes too predictable with the Hell Sweep, but doesn't matter. The Bazooka Knee on the wake up, gonna get them. Zed mashing buttons, coming in to round number 3, tied up 1-1.
Yes, that small caliber is always so impressive. Like, oh wow, nice call out right there. He's gonna be able to get the stun here.
Yeah, on the frame trap. Doesn't get anything off the throw though.
Yeah. Okay, well, he stops the 2-2B attempt, but he's got so much more, and that was a perfect play versus that. Super smart decision to go for the low grab, because that is in there. Got the mix up, and then a mix up again to finish it off on the low.
Yeah, you don't see Younghwa's soul charge too often, just because that critical edge is so strong and her soul charge is considered weak, but Zed taking advantage of the lack of knowledge.
Sometimes you have to show people, like, hey, this is an option. You got to know how to deal with it, and yeah, that's exactly what Zed did. But 3B catching after the 2-2B. I wonder what input he was going for. Okay,
got something. Has the ring out pressure here. Like I said, he's being patient right now and doesn't want to get rung out, but that counter hit's gonna be terrible. And he gets no! That was like a 90-degree ring out. That was crazy.
Yeah, Yoshi's Island, baby.
Yoshi's Island 3.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, the answer here on the 236K. Interesting. So I mean, he's at least ready for the move, right? He probably wanted to do the 3B because it's safe enough that, like, unless Yoshi is not gonna do it, he's not like super worried. The second hit of 236K, I mean.
Yeah, the Crybaby gonna disrupt that Oki, but knocking him out. It gets 3B anyway. Great OTG hit to him, but the whiff gonna get CE'd. This is gonna take game number 1 for Zed.
Two Swords not expecting right there that Zed would just stay on the ground and roll for a little bit longer. Try to go for the 6A plus B into launch on Wake Up, but there was no Wake Up whatsoever, right?
No.
So Zed was just able to recognize that, react accordingly, hit that C, finish it off, and now we're going back to what looks like character select.
Yeah, maybe this is what we were talking about earlier with the multiple characters that Two Swords can play, right? Perhaps we will see the Hilda, perhaps we will see the Maxi. It's not like that game number 1 was like, you know, super bad for Yoshimitsu either, right? It was pretty close and then 2 rounds apiece.
Oh, back to Yoshi, okay.
Yeah, maybe we just want to change the stage, calm down Zed's momentum from that win, which does play a big factor. And this is going to be all walls, which, you know, Yoshimitsu, we, you know, definitely a strong ring out character. His wall game is also fantastic.
There's nothing that this character is missing. let's just be honest about that. Yeah, it's like there are very few stages that are safe from Yoshimitsu. It's really difficult to deal with. The pressure, not just the damage on the wall, but the wall pressure itself, because you're so afraid of what damage he can output onto you.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a super high damage character. But look at the space control right now from your Two Swords. Has a life lead, doesn't need to take a risk. Goes for the whiff punish, but it's too early.
4-4-A and max range actually ended up connecting. That's wild.
Crazy.
Oh, full crouch 3K does get punished though. It's gonna be good damage and one more mix-up opportunity. It's the mid. The full crouch 3A doesn't hit.
Yeah, Zed didn't pull the trigger on the second hit of the string, and that's going to give Two Swords the ability to come back into that round.
That's pretty wild. Yeah. Oh, try to use the auto GI. I think that one's the 6A plus B on the. Oh no, that one's the 8A plus B if I remember correctly. She's got several different auto GIs on the A plus Bs, but.
Yeah. Oh, using that Med K to control that movement. The move has so much range and gonna get the hit on Zed ducking and confirming into the round. This is gonna be looking very good for Two Swords here.
Yeah, definitely a much better start than the previous one for sure. Not a lot of bar though. I mean, Two Swords has been getting a ton. Oh my goodness, 236K to jump over. Okay, there's the 6A plus B.
Yeah, great block punch as well. Optimal at that 16 frame.
Conversion here. He's up against the wall too. This is starting to get real scary. And I mean, for a long time he had that 2 bars. That lethal hit was on deck, and Two Swords used that to his advantage, right? He kind of like threatened that the lethal hit could exist.
Yeah, definitely. And Zed gonna be fully aware of that, as you mentioned before. Lab Monster has the okay situation, gets blocked, and the critical edge gonna be able to take the round. That low life bonus is gonna be more than enough to take this round for Zed.
Yeah, no, I mean he was already past guts at that point.
Yeah.
Just kidding. So staying alive here in the second game. And I mean, he's still got another bar to work with too. Ideally, he would want to take this round without having to use it. But you know, gosh, Two Swords has been getting so much mileage out of 4KB so far. It's been like you've been talking about the spacing, right? And his go-to whiff punish so far has been the 4KB.
Yeah, it's a great whiff punish tool for Yoshimitsu, right? Long range. It has pretty solid damage and allows him to play that more spacing-oriented game against a short-range character like Zhanghua.
GI though. Ari comes out, okay. So rock, paper, scissors. Both going Hori.
He's gonna be in favor of Zed right now. Gets the whiff though! Great backstep option from Two Swords. You don't see movement options too often, especially in round number 2 of Reversal Edge.
Oh, but there's the punish of the 6A plus B. There's full crouch 3A, but no duck. And yeah, he didn't bite for the mix-up. 4KB is unfortunately for Two Swords gonna get dodged, but there's the 2-2B. Big damage here.
Yeah, not gonna be able to get the wall splat, but the fake, he crouched just to get Zed to duck. That's that conditioning playing a factor. Yoshimitsu, he has that sweep out of full crouch, so he mixed him up, hits him with the mid, and able to take that round.
Yeah, you're pretty much always worried about full crouch 3K from Yoshimitsu because everybody's always memeing about it, right? Super strong. I mean, it is legitimately just super strong, but like then he busts out the 6A plus B and it's just like, oh damn.
Yeah, solid mix up for Yoshimitsu. It's one of the strongest tools that he has.
Got hit by the second string. It looked like Two Swords was ready for that one, but Zed just rocking both hits of the string, being able to stop him. That was, I feel like Zed is starting to evolve in recognizing that like Two Swords has a bit of a knowledge about the way Zhanghua does strings and is challenging the first set of strings, and now so he's going to like the second layer of the strings itself.
Yeah, I agree. You see him going for just single hits, backing away, getting whip punishes, and that is that adaptation, right? Look at going for the backswing blows. He is conditioning Two Swords.
Okay, but up against the wall, this is where it gets real scary. Oh, he tried to force him to duck, but no bite. Oh, no.
Oh, didn't want to risk it on the hop maybe there. Doesn't get any sort of conversion off of that, just stare down.
Okay, makes up potential here. Goes for the back escape. I mean, it's guts range for Yoshi here, but gets the forward throw.
Yeah, oh, he also take this time to Twitch duck though, coming from Zed, gonna save his life there.
Yeah, that was actually the first time he didn't fall for it.
Yeah, and the whip on it.
Reaction.
And that guts bonus. If it should kill here, but if it doesn't, he gets great Oki.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to believe that it wasn't gonna kill.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 already up there. I mean, it is 3 out of 5, so it's only 1 win right now.
And we have a big immunity advantage for Two Swords right now, which is like one of the first times this has happened. So Yoshimitsu Soul Charge is a huge possibility, and he's so strong when he's there.
Full crash 3K, gonna steal a little bit of meter. Oh, gets the GI. And then, yeah, the RE is just gonna help out in that situation so much. But great duck under, gets full conversion and damage on that. Crybaby comes out.
He doesn't get the wall splat there. Zed's still alive in this game, has the bar meter, can make a huge comeback happen if he gets that critical edge.
Yeah, oh, I guess that was one potential right there, but he got the stun on this one, and oh no, yeah, because he got the command grab there. Not a correct guess on the tech, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, Two Swords gonna lose the round because of that, and that meter, you know, able to do that extra damage, able to secure that round for Zed. Zed up 2-1 right now, but again, this is a first to 3. So there is potential for character swaps. There's a potential for just going in for that stage swap. Maybe Two Swords has the extra information that he didn't have in that last game to readapt. He's going to cool off his opponent again by going into character select, which is also, again, we mentioned, a viable strategy.
Yeah, oh, but the Hilda hover? Okay. But is it true? Is it real? All right, okay. Locked in, I guess. Picking the best Hilda color, too.
Yeah.
Throwing that one out there.
Yeah, and we saw, you know, Two Swords doing a great job at that kind of mid to longer range space control versus Zhonghua. Hilda's going to be more effective at that because the damage potential that she can do, especially with like a C6B whiff punish, is going to be a lot more than a 4KB from Yoshimitsu.
Oh, okay. We already started with the Sword Regalia. So yeah, A6 release. A release 6. Excuse me.
Yeah, come on, man, get it right.
I always do that.
Yeah, look, if you get the counter hits, and that one is always deceptive, right? Because you don't see the KO until after the animation, so it's like sometimes I'm like, did they live on a pixel? But no.
No, they have to land on the ground. It's kind of like the Voldo C. They have to actually hit the ground first. But up against the wall at this point, yeah, trying to roll out. But yeah, he's specifically looking to try to get that wall splat, and unfortunately not on the right axis. Gonna tech back there.
Yeah, again, fishing for this wall splat. And there we go, finally. Yeah, so many times he drops the combo. You finally get the opportunity, and you are not able to capitalize. Now, Two Swords gonna have the advantage here.
Oh, that's so much damage, especially catching the crybabies. Oh, but finally just fast enough. Yeah, if he had maybe kept going to like the 1K, it might have had the speed to stop crybaby, but he went for the bigger damage OTG option. So
yeah, it realigned properly to get the hit on the crybaby that time as well. Good punch. So coming in from Zed, that patience, right? Not going to let that range advantage from Hilda deter him.
Yeah, that A release, unfortunately not working out enough. This is 2+2 right there, so he just backs off and gets the launcher.
He's Soul Charge going to deny the momentum coming in from Zed, right? Powered up. There's going to be a lot of damage potential, potentially from Two Swords.
Yeah, he's got to get to that point, though. 2-2B is not going to allow for it. CE, that should be the round.
Yeah, gonna do a solid amount of damage off that one. And 2-2B is such a great tool from Zhonghua, right? It's essentially a horizontal, other than unless you're Huang. Vertical launcher, stay on block, does your taxes.
Oh man, yeah, I remember doing nothing but talking about that at EVO, the very first EVO Japan that had this game, because Zhonghua was everywhere. Okay, getting the hell sweep at the very least. Like, trying to play the small caliber game, but it's unfortunately just not working in the damage race, right? Like, he's getting hits there, here or there, but there's so much more capitalization from Zed. Yeah,
there is 100%. And Zed being very patient right now. And the random critical edge, that's
I don't know. I don't know if that was intentional.
That was like, yeah, that was a mistake, or that was like a crazy to Hail Mary like I think he's going to mash, but unfortunately that is going to cost two swords this game. Zed going to be taking it 3-1 over two swords.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of if it was a mistake or not, Zed completely ready to punish with that CE, right? We already talked about how it would become like a big thing in terms of block punishment, and it did. It really did.
Yeah, definitely. I like the patience that we saw from Zed when Hilda was in that soul charge, right? The first time we saw it, being very patient, just kind of blocking it out, kind of just willing to let him waste that soul charge gauge. And we saw it in that last game as well, just being very patient, just willing to block it out, had the guard stamina, wasn't really a big deal, and then blocks the critical edge with that patience. And is
All right, there we go. Sorry, I lost beat there, so all good. But yeah, we I don't see the game feed. I don't see the game feed. There it is. It's back. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so we're gonna have Zed advancing, gonna be fighting the winner of Zefukai and Rip City Outlaw. And then I believe up next, our next match is gonna be Mathlete versus Sly Tiger, or are we doing Dill Muncher versus Florida Man? Okay, so it's gonna be Dill Muncher versus Florida Man.
Awesome. That's gonna be a hype match. I'm always excited to see Florida Man play. He is one of the most improved players I've seen in Soul Calibur 6. He's kind of started off as a player that no one really considered to be a threat, and he put in a lot of lab time, playing long-term sets, entering these tournaments, and he has become a dominant player on the West Coast. He is not someone you can underestimate, and he's proved that by being the number 2 seed in this event.
Yeah, he was actually somebody who was winning pretty much every WNF for quite some time after Harumaru came out, after he put in a lot of the effort, right, to really learn the character. It's now that people are more acclimated to the character, I think it's now it's just them versus Florida Man rather than them versus Harumaru, and he's still doing incredibly well despite that fact, right? At this point, I think the only ones that Florida Man doesn't win is when the East Coast invades, for one, and for two, when he runs into Rip City Outlaw.
Yeah. And the Zefukai matchup is also a hard one when they.
Oh yeah, well that's Eternal.
Yeah, right. That's the Eternal. He is he is like the immortal Zefukai, right? He's always a threat there. I can't see the game, by the way.
Yeah, neither can I, so don't worry about it. Yeah, well, I believe it's on stream, right? It's time for me to do delayed hyper commentary by bringing up the stream.
Hey, I'm good at that.
I usually don't have stream though. But is that a Mitsurugi I see?
Yeah, it looks like we're having the Battle of the Samurai. Or Battle of Ronin, I guess. Yeah.
That is wild. Yeah, so I guess it's gonna be I was definitely not expecting the Mitsurugi. Mitsurugi is something that Dill Muncher was messing around with after Geralt eventually got nerfed, but I did not expect it to be so immediate to come out. I thought maybe he'd start with Geralt.
Yeah, it can be. Sometimes it's a character specific thing, right? Geralt is gonna be a little bit more longer range, but Harumaru is very good at that.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of watching the stream right here. So Florida Man just took the first round, very close, right there off the DP. Sorry, we gotta watch the blade, but yeah, the 1KB is gonna get whip punished.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta pull that one. But it's very interesting choice. He wants to go for that more close range style against the Harumaru, right? Mitsurugi is a bit better in that regard than Harumaru is.
Okay, command grab. Oh wait, I got feedback.
We got it back. We're in here.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch the. Sorry guys, thanks for bearing with us here. But yeah, so already in rage mode here is Florida Man. Oh, the big launch, but he didn't believe that it was gonna be counter hit at all, so he didn't hold the button down. Soul charge comes out.
Yeah, oh, gets the counter hit and into the Warriors Focus mix-up. Florida Man up 2 rounds in this game number 1.
Wow, that was a real ballsy play for. I guess Dill Muncher is kind of notorious for kind of like a big ballsy play, right? Like a 1A at round start, super slow, right? But when it works out in spades.
Yeah, especially when characters like to use highs, right? Their longer range pokes are generally highs for the most part.
especially for Almaru. I feel like that's it's like, except for 6B,
Yeah,
like
true.
that's like his forte is doing a lot of that stuff. But Soul Charge on Soul Charge right now, pretty much forced to at this point. But there's the untouchable.
Yeah. Great stuff from Florida Man. He popped Rage Explosion at the end there too. You really wanted to close out that round and do as much damage as he possibly could. The nice thing with Rage Explosion is he gets additional damage more so than just Soul Charge damage increase. So he wanted that, and if he hadn't have spent it, he may not have gotten that round.
Well, game number 2, sticking with the Mitsurugi here. Just gonna go for the full stun combo.
Yeah, but look at these pokes. I mean, Florida Man, but there he goes. He pulls the trigger on the While Rising B2D lethal hit, and that's gonna pretty close to do evening up that life bar.
Yeah, that's definitely a really strong lethal hit for sure.
Man.
But up against the ledge too. Okay, just going for DP.
Yeah,
oh, and there's the mix-up on Warrior's Focus.
Yeah, I like that he's going for the Warrior's Focus mix-ups a little bit more than the last time I've seen Florida Man. That's definitely something that is very strong for Hamaru.
Okay, the check, and oh, caught him slipping.
Yeah. Ooh, doesn't get the full conversion though, but it's a reset. It's an NA reset.
I mean, the 1 KB worked out for him, so I guess he'll take that all the way to the bank, right?
Yeah. Florida Man now, he is just showing that he's okay with just taking his little bit of damage, backing away, and trying to hit Mitsurugi on the way in.
Yeah, one thing the Florida Man is always... Oh, that was super smart. Insane. Now he's got a Shura Blade too? Well, I mean, it's not like he's going to need it, but... Oh, man. I was going to say, one of the things the Florida Man has always held in high regard is very specifically the... is the ability to just get your small hits in, right? Just kind of like outwittle the opponent and catch their timings. Very specifically their timing. That is something I feel like he's incredibly good at.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten a lot better at that, getting the heavy slash at the end of the combo. The 3B just whiffing. And it's going to give Bill Muncher the opportunity to pop the Soul Charge and try and take the advantage back in this round.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, with the second hit of the String Rock, he's going to be able to get the wake up right there. He tried to stay on the ground to reduce Soul Charge time.
Yeah.
And now he's pretty much got no Soul Charge. Oh, miss on the GI. That's super unfortunate there.
Yeah. And the extra damage for being in range, a double body check, and to do more than enough to take that game or take that round for Florida Man.
He's got 2 bars. It's probably going to be required at this point.
Yeah, hopefully he's able to make something happen out of it. We've seen Bill Muncher drop a lot of crucial combos so far in this match.
Oh no, yeah, big just disrespect straight out from Florida Man right there is really paying off a ton. He is, again, catching his timings left and right. Whether it be when he wants to press a button or when he wants to move, he's just getting caught outright in a lot of those, especially with the DP coming out from Florida Man. Character select on deck.
Yeah, he had a lot of life to work with in that, with that DP, right? If he got blocked, he was not like he was going to die for it. So it was a calculated decision that Florida Man made, getting that game. And there's the Geralt, going to be a little bit more long range than Mitsurugi. He's going to have great whiff punish tools like 6BB and amazing horizontal control with moves like 3A. And that's something that Mitsurugi lacks.
Yeah, it's just this character has a couple of issues in a lot of different avenues for sure. Like things don't really work the way they used to, you know. But this is the character that Dilmuncher has gotten a lot of people out of, and one of the things that he did really well was Quinn pressure, right? But 4K is gonna jump right over the 1K.
Yeah, it's a great whiff punish coming in from Florida Man, using an amazing Hamaru back to just dodge that entirely.
Yeah, heavy slash, getting so much damage. Outright command grab, this should do it. Oh no, went for the shoulder tackle. Okay.
Yeah, the 2-way.
I feel like DP had enough damage. Am I wrong on that? I guess I am. You know, he probably would have went for it if it was enough damage, right?
Yeah. I like it. That Florida Man, even though he doesn't have the life lead, he's just being super patient, and he's just sidestepping like crazy. He doesn't care about these 3As. He's like, all right, do it. Take a little bit of damage from me. I'm not going to be deterred.
Yeah, this definitely looked like one of those Florida Man rounds where he has gotten a read on the opponent's timing, but finally the 6BB helping out. Quen comes out, just the block on the low. Yeah, back escape, does not want to get rung out.
Yeah, keeping it very patient. Oh, and there's the mash on the DP again, but the whip punish with the 3-3B from Dilmuncher. Is he going to go for the Oki here? No, he drops the combo.
He very specifically tried to go for the restand so that he could get the back throw. But, I mean, not going to work out on that, but he's still going to have all that damage on tech. He got the wall rising B, and that eventually gave him enough plus frames to just continue pressure.
What a call out at the beginning of that round coming in from Florida Man. Nice slight delays coming from Florida Man as well. Going to bait out that GI and get the whip punish. And he's just backing with life lead. Super smart. He has the back step to do it.
No, this is definitely one of the Hawamara specials. This character is going to run away and piss you off, and then you're just going to run directly into whatever he wants you to. But catching the GI. Now Florida Man is on the back burner here. Oh, TP. Look at the damage from the rage. And there it is, Warrior Focus.
Yeah, one mistake from Dillmuncher, and Florida Man is just able to capitalize extremely well.
Tried to go for the interrupt on the 6BB. No dice.
Yeah, ooh, catches the counter hit on the sidestep into the combo confirm. And look at this, he's just chunking him slowly, whittling him down little by little, and has a great life lead so far in this game.
Yeah, and step out of the Igni. He's gonna soul charge for the splat.
Yep.
Don't much of respond. He does. Does he have invincibility? I have to ask that every time Geralt soul charges, is whether or not it'll actually be invincible.
Yeah, now that the only character in the game that has that, and the whip punish. Florida Man got a lot of work done just by being patient, backing away, sidestepping, and getting a lot of crucial whip punishes against Dillmuncher. With both characters, right? We saw it against the Mitsurugi, we saw it against the Geralt, and just playing the character extremely well in that regard. You know, Dillmuncher, it looked like he was trying to go for a lot of higher risk plays, right? Without conditioning his opponent to not move. He didn't condition Florida Man to not backstep, you know, maybe by trying to go for a backstep catch. He didn't condition him to not sidestep, right? He did a couple 3As, but Florida Man didn't care. It's not a lot of damage that he's going to take. So maybe he just kept 3Aing him and may have done a little bit more to open up those big damage verticals that Geralt has.
So I feel you on the sidestep, but I don't think you can ever deter Hawamara from backstepping. I don't think it's possible. Like
you can punish him for it, but like he's probably still going to do it. But you can punish him for doing it as long as you have their timing on it, right? If he's trying to backstep on slight negative frames, you can catch him, right? -4 or more, you're going to be able to catch that backstep with things like a 6BB.
Yeah, it's hard to get in that position though, because he very rarely did get into the -4 range of timing. So yeah, I mean, honestly, that was really all on Florida Man, in my personal opinion, to be able to make it so that it felt impossible for Dillmuncher to even get to that point in the first place. Yeah. Especially just like the fact that he was so comfortable despite any sort of times that he did get hit. Despite it was rare, but that didn't deter him, even if it was rare. Some people will just like get hit on their backdash and be like, all right, I'm never backdashing again.
Yeah, but no, he didn't care. No, he got hit on the sidestep, right? He's like, I'm not going to be deterred. Like, the damage I get for sidestepping your vertical is way more than a 3A on counter hit. So I'm going to keep doing it. And unless you're going to 3A me 10 times in a row, I'm going to keep sidestepping you. I'm going to keep launching you. And that's what he did.
So we're going to have Mathlete and Sly Tiger coming in. Okay, so button check first. All right, cool. So Mathlete, I would say at this point in time, Keelik is probably his main character. He started out with Hilda, but he's been playing a ton of Keelik. I don't know if it's like a matchup thing. I foolishly not just asked. I could just ask, but it's been a lot of Keelik for sure.
Maybe he's taking the twice-a-day approach and just going into the hyperbolic neutral chamber and wants to work on that and build that skill set. And Keelik is a very good character at doing that.
Yeah, on the other side, Sly Tiger. This is one of the Talums that you always have to look out for in every bracket. Sly Tiger is always there. Sly Tiger is always killing it.
Yeah, Sly Tiger, you know, definitely is a solid Talum player. Now, he, in my opinion, does fall into something that can be a bit of a bane for him, which is he has like a rotating, like almost like a flow chart of offense that he can fall into. And if the opponent is able to catch on to that, it's very hard for him, I find by watching, for him to try and work out of that almost flow chart kind of style that he has.
I mean, let's see if Mathlete's able to pick apart it. Mathlete is a person who, quite literally in the name, looks at the math of the game. From what I know from training with him, Mathlete's probably the person I've played versus the most in Oregon, I would say. So I mean, it's every time I talk to him, he really understands the numbers of the game, right? The versus opponent thing is another question.
Yeah, you got to have both aspects to be a top player in this game. And Sly Tiger has the wall pressure, but great GI coming in from Mathlete. He just doesn't care. Right? I'll just do 2-2B afterwards.
Well, what's really nice about that too is Mathlete very specifically stepped the correct direction on the 2-2B, right?
And great, that wall rising beat. Gonna get the air hit, not gonna get that combo out of it, but managed to get some Oki out of the situation.
Oh, and then the anti-air right there got the full combos going for plus frames, and it's just, yeah, just getting the low. He's, I was gonna say, I think he has 3, and I did see the white flash, so he actually had all 4.
I like the patience there coming in from Mathlete as well, just rolling around the ground. Like, he understood the situation he was in, he was comfortable just rolling, and he's able to get the round because of the patience.
That's gonna be a lot of damage.
He is. Oh, doesn't block the low part of the string, and look, he's just poking at him with so many lows. Great duck there, gonna get the whip punish, popping the soul attack.
Okay, soul charge. Yeah, just get away from that mix-up situation, right? Like, obviously, Keelik has ways to get around for soul charge, but it is still a mix-up game. The RA is gonna whip, but no punish there. Talon's got the pressure going, and the guard gauge. Look at the guard gauge.
It is, and finally gets the hit. That was, like, so long in block stun. Coming in from no much with the hop kick, not gonna get, but it's safe on block. Is he gonna get the firm here?
That was checkmate. That was checkmate. The second he decided to reversal edge, there was no way out. Even if he canceled, even if he went with the reversal edge, no way to stop that.
No, that was unfortunately for Sly Tiger, the hop kick is safe on block. While Rising K is punishable. They look kind of similar, but didn't get the correct one there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you pretty much always use the hop kick when you're in Soul Charge, right? Because that's the one that's only available in Soul Charge, and it's just like League's better because you get to see off of it, you get to do a bunch of stuff off of it, right?
Yes, you do. Nice, great GI timings coming from Mathlete. He's been very solid all set long. You know, he's been hitting a lot of them. Ooh, the jump over though, Duff City into the unblockable reset, and Fly Tiger. Just like, I got some tricks up my sleeve myself.
You gotta catch him. You gotta show him that it is possible, because now it's gonna make Mathlete want to think twice about Nadukemiing on the ground, right? And so now that's gonna open up a tech catching situation here for Sly Tiger that wasn't available before. Pressure at the wall is real scary though. He's gotta watch out.
Ooh, the AAA gonna get the knockdown again. Just keeping this pressure on. Look at that guard gauge just flashing right. This could be a huge, huge factor coming into this round.
Okay. Oh, but he knows the stroking and 2-3-6 monuments out.
Wow, that was incredible. And there's that guard break, going to be able to capitalize. That was great string awareness. As you mentioned before, he lab monster, right? He's going to know that string and an optimal way to deal with that situation, right? He catches him with the monument parry, works it into the Oki situation, and that guard break that he was working on from that wall pressure gets him that game number 1.
A lot of people like to talk about monument and talk about how you do have the ability to re-GI after monument exists, right? But in that particular situation, how many people are completely ready to re-GI? There's a very small amount of people that I think would be ready to do that, right?
That's like the first time you did it. Like, that's
well, yeah, that's the first time you do the string, right? So like, you're not ready for the opponent to even go for a monument, and in fact, you're looking for that as data in the first place. A lot of the time, you're looking to find out, like, okay, do they know about the string at all?
Yeah, apparently Mathlete does. And coming into this game number 2, gets the monument parry, or the back parry, actually, with that one. Yeah.
I just always call them all monument. I just try to mention which one is which is all. But I don't know.
Wow, he's getting a lot of mileage off of the monument K, getting those plus frames, and then also getting the hit there. And Sly Tiger not ducking that.
Well, I mean, you never know if he's actually going to do Monument K, right? It is a guess on that one. You're either trying to press buttons to stop him, or you're guessing correctly, I guess.
Ooh, the page. Yep.
It's really good because he gets a lot of bar from that.
The roll again. Mathlete has been very confident in those rolls.
Well, unfortunately, not really working out too well right now. As Sly Tiger's been getting a lot of mileage in terms of damage off of him.
Yeah, oh, the lethal hit on the whip button with the combo. Not going to be a connect.
Okay, knockdown pressure here. Oh, he's going to go for the soul charge Oki. Okay.
Yeah. No soul charge. Sly Tiger in that situation doesn't get the wall splat, but there's the Oki catching those rolls.
Oh, yeah. That, again, against Evil Keelik, the reversal edge situation is almost a checkmate type deal. Oh no. Goodbye.
Thank you for playing. I like that you tried to take your turn, but unfortunately it wasn't with the button that was fast enough.
Well, I mean, there was also the range too, right?
Yeah.
Like, that could have been fast enough if you were at like range 0, but it was more like a range 1.
Yeah, that knockback being very beneficial.
But again, the anti-air and just completely ready to convert off of it.
Yeah, it's hard to do in Soul Calibur 6, right? Air hits are not like a juggle state. You kind of just get like a couple hits and that's it.
Yeah, if it's the air hit raw, you're just trying to guess where they're controlling.
Yes, you are. But look at these just quick pokes from a Mathlete working this. Look at this BB! BB sidestep. BB! He is just neutraling his opponent so hard. And hard spot, right? You try to get away, but that horizontal mid critical edge can be very annoying to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, if like you're already backstepping, then it's a maybe because you could probably like GI or you can soul charge or just hit him out of it outright. But on a sidestep, you're getting caught.
Yeah, the range.
The command grab.
Not gonna be enough damage, but the mix up. What a fitting way to end that one with just the B. Right, been working in those Bs all set long.
Athlete up. That's 2, right?
Yeah, 2-0.
Oof.
Mathlete looking
Looking
very
real strong on the Keelik. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not aware of Mathlete before this event, and I am very, very surprised, or not surprised, but I'm excited that they are so good being in this situation, but having never known about them before.
So like, I talk up Mathlete every tournament, every chance I get.
Yeah.
I am super impressed by the way Mathlete has learned the game because I think he's learned the game correctly, right? That's what I think is like, how he got so strong.
Yeah. Definitely a great character to switch to just to get that as well. Keelik being super neutral heavy. And we're seeing that, right? Look at these movement options, going with these pokes, just whittling his opponent down little by little.
Plus frames on this, and Sly Tiger not biting on any of the plus frames, but getting caught on several different run counters and the timings. He's trying to like disrespect a lot of the things that Mathlete's going to after being hit. Yeah. But I mean, Mathlete is just going by the numbers, right? Like, I've hit you, I'm plus this, I'm pressing this button.
It is, goes to a reverse ledge cancel, jumps away, but this life deficit, it could be a huge factor, but gets the combo into the Oki situation, and it's the unblockable horizontal.
Oh, it's super unfortunate. Yeah, just tried to step out, but not the right call there.
No, you gotta mash into that one.
Oh, you know, I mean, there's multiple things she can do off a back turn, so was probably looking for the low kick, right? Oh,
Yep.
but there's the wall rising B. Okay, so let's hack Oki. Oh, command grab gets RE'd.
Yeah, the patience holding it down, gonna get the connection. Goes in 3B, gets nothing out of it.
Yeah, but he still gets the attack throw on that. So yeah, that was gonna be good Oki, and Sly Tiger was definitely feeling the pressure. Immediately soul charging on Wake Up. It's got the hit here.
Get stuck on the string, but not gonna be pulling the trigger.
Okay, that was the wall rising K.
Yeah, that, and a little late on timing. Critical edge. This should be enough to kill this round.
Yeah, even with the command throw scaling, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, got Zonas on top of it all. Yeah, gonna be no problem. Tying it up 1-1 in game number 3. Mathlete looking to take this one with the 3-0 potentially.
Well, I mean, it's only one running round so far, so still Sly Tiger has the time to make up. Didn't fall for that string the second time. I remember last time he got hit by that raw.
It did. Oh, goes for the jump B, but Sly Tiger getting the air hit into the combo confirm. That's great awareness from Sly Tiger.
Yeah, I'm legitimately surprised that he actually went for he got the whole thing off that.
Yeah. Folks coming from Sly Tiger. Is it going to be enough? Gets the block punish. Yeah, great stuff. And the jump B over the wall rising B. Mixing up the situation. Now the wall pressure, but the sidestep again. Now it's going to be the round for Sly Tiger.
Sly Tiger is starting to call CE in positions where Mathlete would normally want to step a lot. I feel like if he can summon that call out without having it to be a CE, like with a Hori mid, he could start getting a lot more mileage out of it. But the problem is he's just only getting it with CE so far.
Yeah. Back situation, gonna be backing away, but right back into the action in the whiff punish with the shotgun blast.
Yeah, wind cannon, just so much damage. One of the best whiff punishers for sure. BB coming out the command throw. Okay, it was front, so he escaped it.
He does. Oh, goes for the grab with punish. Doesn't get anything out of it. The attack throw. Gonna do enough damage, tying this up 2-2.
I felt that one at home. That broke my back. But yeah, so I mean, we talked about Mathlete's potential 3-0 over Sly Tiger. I mean, you mentioned some upsets at the very beginning. For people who don't know Mathlete, I would call it an upset, but for people who know Mathlete, I feel like they were probably confident in his ability to at least go toe-to-toe with Sly Tiger.
Yeah, ooh, nice use of that horizontal to just clip that movement. Sly Tiger thought he could move freely at that range, but no, he like that long staff.
All right. Yeah, he had knowledge of the string, but I mean, that's all he got. He was expecting a Regi, it looks like.
Yeah. Still has the life lead, and he's just whittling him down little by little. Lead on the punish. Oh, no.
Okay, but I mean, he's still got the hit there. That's good. He's got Wind Barrier. He can make things happen.
Yep. Gets knocked down in the Yoki situation.
Just the patience with the BB coming out. Multiple BBs. Yeah, just gotta back up.
Oh,
That's too far, right? Yeah.
Oh, but he canceled out the stance. Oh, no.
I guess maybe he was too worried about having to block and then got Monument Load. Super unfortunate right there. Yeah, I think Sly Tiger maybe was too worried about having to block, so canceled the stance rather than going for like Wind Cannon.
Yeah.
You know? Wanted to keep it as safe as possible because maybe in Sly Tiger's mind, he could have known that he was out of range, but he wasn't 100% sure. So he was like, let's just go for the safe bet.
Yeah, went for safety and unfortunately did not pan out into a round win. I think that Mathlete did a great job at readapting in that last game. Kind of what I mentioned before the round started in terms of just like Sly Tiger's approach to kind of like flowcharting in his decision making. We mentioned that you're getting counter hit a lot of times. We're going for those movement options in those first two games, and then changed it up in that last game. But unfortunately, Mathlete, very neutral heavy, was able to readapt and win that game.
Yeah, so Mathlete's gonna be. Let me check out the bracket real quick, and you guys can follow along on the bracket. Actually, if you do ! Matcherino in the chat, you got to do that Matcherino. We also have the free code of SC6 finals. You guys can put that in. Let me refresh, see where we're at on this one. It's $643. That's really good. You guys can contribute to the prize pool by either putting in that free code, donating directly, doing the sponsor quest, or you can buy some of the merch at the bottom of that page. If some of that merch is not all you're looking for, there's more merch on FaustianFGC.com that you guys can look for. But let me see this bracket here. Okay, so it's going to be Mathlete versus Florida Man. And then we're going to be fighting Who Fights Zed here by looking at Zefukai versus Rip City Outlaw.
Okay. That's going to be a hot matchup. That's Zefukai versus Rip City Outlaw. I'm looking forward to watching that one coming in. This event so far, I like the first to three format that we have. I think it gives players more time to get those adaptations, which we saw even in that last game, and you have more potential choices in terms of stages, in terms of characters, and I've been really enjoying this format.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, luckily this is a finals of a league, right? So we have the time to do a 3 out of 5 format. It's a lot easier for the TOs and the players to kind of set aside because it's like it's the finals of the league. You knew what you were getting into, right? But when you talk about stages, you got to remember this is SOULCALIBUR random stage selection.
Yeah.
You might not get a higher variety of stages.
Yeah, definitely. Coming into this game though, Zefukai versus Rip City. Zefukai on that Sophidia, he is so good at this matchup. His Task Bs, like, it's almost like he has a macro with them sometimes. It's just how it feels. Like, you'll whiff a horizontal and you just bang, lethal hit. And you're like, where did that even come from? Like, how are you that prepared for it? And that's just like great timing that he has going with that. But he's not going to do that. He's going to mix me up and go with the Zhonghua. Interesting choice, right? This is considered some people as a more difficult matchup just because of the range disparity. Not nearly as bad as it used to be because the knockback on certain Siegfried moves has been decreased. So I'm interested to see what Zefukai's strategy going into this one is.
Yeah, since you are the Siegfried player of the duo here, I have to ask what you were looking for specifically versus like the style of Zhonghua where it's just like a lot of like wall rising 3A and just kind of like hitting the stances.
You want to space her out. Like, you have the range advantage, right? You can go AGAs are annoying for her to deal with. You kind of have to twitch duck it or try and punish it with like a 6 speed, which Zefukai is really good at. But you want to hit her away. You want to hit her on her approach and get whiff punishment.
All right, well, coming into it, 6-6Bs already getting stepped in a lot of B4s. I feel like more than any other Siegfried I watch play, B4 is like one of Outlaw's favorite moves. He will just like sit you down with B4 as much as he can if he can.
Yep. Going in though. Look at these side steps again, just controlling that mid range. But this is gonna be the worst ring out. Oh no! The one time he doesn't sidestep, that counter hit catches him into the reverse ring out situation. He was doing so good up until that point.
So like it looked like he ducked at that last moment is what it was. But oh okay, 4-4K just to I guess just really put the disrespect, but he ended up getting away from a break attack. Thor's gonna be escaped. Okay, there's that AGA you're talking about at the range.
Yeah, it's really annoying for Jungwon to deal with. She has to commit to the ducks and she just fakes the mid.
Classic Rip City Outlaw.
Yeah, we're fixing AGA in the mid. It wasn't a drop, I promise.
Well, I mean, after I've spoken and played enough with Rip City. His game plan is to annoy the crap out of you. He wants you mad.
Again, this is a hard spot to be in for Zevkai, right? He doesn't have the advantage with the sidestep. Ooh, that was like a weird, like, almost side switch situation. Side turn for a second.
Yeah, the camera I feel like played into Zevkai's favor real well right there. So I'm sure he's pretty happy about that for sure.
He's gonna be the block punish into the stance mix up. But Rip City has life. He's gonna be blocking mid. Doesn't really have to worry about the lows, right? They're not gonna kill him.
Yeah, that's why you saw so many step catchers there from Zevkai, is because he was like, he knows he's at the wall. The wall could potentially change the tide of battle on that. Yeah. And now because of the Dark Legacy, the chip damage, 10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, 2TK, great round ender. All right, that's where that move is very effective. It's a fairly decent range horizontal low attack.
All right, just always watch. Zevkai has 2 bars now. You have to remember that. Anything -12, you got to start watching out for.
Yeah, or any stance entries as well.
Like right there. If there was maybe a little bit more damage on Rip City Ally, it would have been. Oh, well, no CE on that. Trying to conserve his bar to possibly hold it for as long as he can, and he's gonna get it. That is best case scenario for Zevkai, because he goes into this with the same amount of bar that Rip City Outlaw has.
Yep. So now bad stance entries are gonna get blown up by the critical edge. But look, he's just being very patient, going for the AGAs, clips him, hits him on the approach coming in. Oh, he dropped the AGA. That was a drop, 100%.
Unfortunate. 2TB, very fortunate for Zevkai though. Gonna get mixed up. Caught the backdash.
Yep, that secret movement, really bad.
He's trying his best. Do you see the armor? Oh, feet on the ground.
Yeah. That's the way you want to deal with that situation. Siegfried only has one option to hit you on the ground there, which is the A+B, and it's very slow and reactable. So Zevkai staying on the ground, who is not in a risk of a 50-50, waits for the move to whiff, wakes up, hits him with that critical edge. Very smart play.
That is the second time we've seen an X catch P&W trying to catch somebody on wake up as soon as possible at the round ender, right? First it was versus 2 swords, and then now it's this.
Yeah, it is. Let's see if Ripsy is able to adapt in those situations and maybe go for something that hits OTG.
Oh man, that was a very close ring out there.
It was. Oh, got the Twitch ducks, the conditioning. Yeah, he went for it that time. Look, I've seen that one before, says Zevkai.
I mean, you're going to be hard pressed to catch Zevkai off guard unless you play like maybe Huang or something. But wow, catching the guard impact at that 3A4.
Yeah, it's slow enough to avoid that situation. It's like delaying your timing, just going for a slow move.
I wonder if the guard impact would have caught if it was just 3A. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's 6 frame difference.
Guess we'll never know. But duck under the 6A, but no. Yeah, I guess wasn't ready for it because it was a Twitch duck.
Yeah, it was. Stands right back into it, and nice whip punish, but no, that didn't. It was a counter hit. Did not give him the 6-6A+B lethal hit.
Ooh. Oh, okay, I would have got personally, but yeah, that's a stance transition that you were talking about. Has the bar, no reason not to cash out. Super smart play from Zevkai.
Yeah, we take
rounds. Absolutely, yeah. It's very early in the game count too, right? So like, getting that meter back is absolutely a possibility.
And setting the message of you can't do bad stance entries against me when I have meter.
Against the wall. Okay, Lars and K's at least work for him. Oh, I was real worried that might actually splat for a second.
Yeah, it's got a lot of knockback, but not quite that much. Gets the confirm. delays the timing. The 3A gets the knockdown, but the combo drops. Oh no, this could be a reverse situation for Zephykai. Has the Oki, gets him with the low.
Okay, chip damage. Okay. He is. Yeah, it's the mid. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, at that point, it's a 50-50, right? There's no way for you to truly know.
No way you can tell. Nice whip punish though coming in from Zephykai, right? That patience, that knowledge. He knows the 6 speed range. He knows it's gonna clip.
Yeah, just taking as little damage everywhere he can. The small caliber is super important for Zephykai. I mean, it's pretty much always has been. And X is one of the characters, and so is Sophie actually, that like excels at it. So it's just like his playstyle. He really knows how to take advantage of that as much as he can.
Is Rip City has a huge life advantage. He's gonna be just backing away. He's trying to space as much as possible. Nice AGA whip punish and runs up, hits him with the mid again. Caught him on a run counter. Rip City gonna be staying in this one, tying up 1-1. I like that he's being a little bit more patient, right? We saw him before trying to go a lot more A slide B heavy. Now he's backing away. He's waiting for Zephykai to whiff. Right? He's hitting him on the approach. That's what I mentioned before. I wonder if we're gonna see the character swap here.
Sophie? Okay. Yeah. Like. Yeah. Rip City is somebody who, when I feel like when he first plays you, even if he has played you a million times, the first game that he plays you, the next time he plays you, he is disrespecting the shit out of you, right? And he is just going to continue doing that until you tell him he cannot. Yeah. And so that's what that was right there. Is basically Zephykai very early told him, yeah, you can't disrespect me like this.
Yeah. But the readaptation coming from Rip City, I like that. Now, this is what I was talking about before. Now we're going to have a situation where Sophia can really punish those horizontal whiffs from Rip City, right? We saw some whiff 3A4s. That could be a task speed lethal hit. AGA's on whiff, task speed lethal hit. Now that's a concern that Rip City has to deal with, right? If it pops up.
Zephykai has been a staple in these tournaments. I can't remember off of the top of my head how many events that these two have run into each other, because Rip City actually hasn't entered so many of them. He was one of the people with like 8 points.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that 6 speed, also a great whiff punish tool from Sophia.
Okay, plus frames right there. Yeah, just didn't bite, but there's the duck on it. Gets the lethal hit. Task speed. Look at the damage.
Yeah, it is. Hits him with the hop. Ooh, nice timing though, and gets him with the lethal hit. He teched into it that time. Unfortunately, that's not what you want to be doing with the task speed. Ooh, catches the spin.
Okay, so Zephykai twice now has caught him trying to Oki immediately rather than looking for like an OTG situation.
Yeah. If sometimes you want to delay and not go for the mix-up situation, just go for like something like a delayed A slide B.
Well, he's like taking advantage of the fact that he knows that Outlaw knows that he's behind, right? Yeah. So he's like, okay, you're gonna start getting desperate for these lethal hits because you're in Dark Legacy, and then I can just kind of like negate that.
Definitely gets the launch. Okay, not quite gonna kill. Mix-up situation, goes for the mid. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Zephykai, and he has the experience, right? He knows that his opponent is gonna try and crack it. They need to make a big comeback. And he's gonna play solid. So he does.
Okay, there's the whip punish in the task speed though.
It is. Ooh,
yeah, it recovers too fast, but there's the base hold.
Yeah, nice. And the optimal combo, optimal meter build.
Don't worry, you got it eventually.
I got it. Mixed myself up.
He's at the very least trying to catch step as much, but there it is again. Yeah, just waiting on the ground as much as possible. Throw tech is going to put him into Dark Legacy now. And yeah, the bubble comes out pretty much immediately. He's got so much bar and he hasn't used any of it.
No, he hasn't. Oh, and there's a lethal hit. And that is going to be game number 3 in favor of Zephykai, taking it up currently 2-1. Now, this is the first 3 as mentioned before, so readaptations are a possibility. But what I think Rip City needs to be doing is not going for this fake Oki pressure in reverse side holds. He needs to just be negating that entirely and forcing A slide B's down Zephykai's throat until he stands up, right? A slide B is there to make your opponent stand up. You delay that slightly, it's going to catch rolls, it's going to hit them for staying on the ground, and on block, it's a mix-up. So, and it's 9% guard damage. That is an adaptation I would like to see from Rip City.
I mean, it's do or die for that kind of adaptation at this point. 2-1 right now, so if it's going to happen, it has to happen now.
Yep.
Yeah, trying to get away. But 6-6A is so good at the chase down, right? If you're going into any sort of stance entry.
Yeah, it is. And that negative degree not amazing.
The Angel Step B on Wake Up.
Yeah, but now Zephykai readapting, going for these 1Ks, going for the reverse idle situation. But again, Zephykai is going to be rolling. He knows it's not real.
Yeah, but okay. There's one lethal hit, big damage. It's the mix-up time. Just going to go for Dark Legacy. A slide beam. There's the step, but no punish. Just a bit too far away. Flapjack gets tacked though, and there's the 6-6A catching the run.
Denying that movement. That's what it's all about.
6-6A is one of the best tools in the game for that. I mean, only being -12 is kind of a big deal.
Oh
goodness.
That would have been a cheeky ring out.
Okay, you notice right there a lot of counter hits because Rip City Outlaws very specifically trying to get a wall hit. Now finally feeling threatened.
It is trying to go for the B6B, not gonna work because FK gets him on the counter hit. Nice 2-2B. Yeah, look, these Saint entries, right? That's not gonna work against Zeph. He's gonna 2-2B that because he knows your only option is delayed Chief Hold K, which is nothing.
Oh, the jump over though on the Flapjack, and yeah, caught him stepping.
Yep. Great timing coming from Zeph, the guy, and he's just poking everything in one case. He wants him to start ducking. He wants him to duck into that 6-6B. He wants this game to end.
And oh, well, it wasn't a duck into the 6-6B, but it did catch.
Yeah, it did. And he's okay. Like, he only gets a wall rise in K, not a ton of damage. He knows that Ripsy doesn't want to spend that Dark Legacy on it, and he pops it right there to try to get some frame advantage, but nothing comes from it.
There's the Heaven's Arches, and that's gonna do it right there. Zefukai, that was one of the only times he had not gone to just a straight up strike mix up, right? Like, it was, he had very rarely gone to throw after walking into Rip City Outlaw's face, and it had gotten to the point that Outlaw was doing literally nothing, not even soul charging.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you condition your opponent, right? He knows that it's all on the line. He feels that, like, he needs to block this mix-up to make anything happen, right? To make any comeback happen. Zeph takes advantage of that just slight pause, using that mental frame advantage to get that throw. Great stuff from him. The Sophidia pick definitely working out for him. You know, even though he won that first game, that switch-up was enough to foil what Rip City had going for him in that game number 2.
Yeah, you noticed that Rip City was going specifically for a lot more 3A4s at the range that you had seen him doing AGAs versus the X, because, I mean, you mentioned it earlier, obviously there's the Angel Step B that could just blow him up if he's gonna actually run into, the, like, an AGA situation, right? Zefukai showed that pretty early that he had the possibility of ducking under with X, so it was probably fresh in Rip City's mind that, you know, if it's gonna happen with Sophie, it's gonna be far worse than with X. So I'm looking for 3A4 because at least it's a mid.
Yeah, and it's also risky as well to even go for 3A4 in that matchup because if you whiff it and he's ready for it, if you're predictable, that pass B is still going to blow you up. And Zev, it didn't happen, but it was probably always something that was in his head, right? He had a hold there that he knew was going to be happening. But coming up, looks like we got Rich Sticks versus Dill Muncher. We got Mitsurugi and Astaroth currently being hovered
I don't think
over.
it's Astaroth, yeah. I think he was just doing his buttons. I think he was just doing his buttons.
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to be going with Grow. All right, maybe not feeling confident in the sticks.
Okay. I mean, this is not a position that a lot of people expected Rich Sticks to be in early, right? Was the round 1 lower bracket.
No, definitely not. I know I didn't expect it.
Yeah, Dill on the Arthur here. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we had seen immediate Mitsurugi pick from Dill Muncher in the previous match already, right? Oh, man, that's a pretty good start, I would say.
Yeah, but the BB coming in from Rich Sticks don't have enough range to hit that missed transition.
What a backstep on the break attack. Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill. And oh, actually, thanks to the whiff, that's going to give Rich Sticks a chance to make this comeback here, but stays on the ground super nice. A little bit too far away from the back turn, and he actually made the comeback because of it.
Wow. Whiff, punish, opportunity. Well, that was just missed it by a hair.
It looked like Dill had deliberately stayed on the ground and went for back turn K just to get that situation happen, and it didn't. It was just too far away. Like just a little bit.
Calling him out with a B+K, getting a lethal hit. Great Oki situation. Dill Muncher trying to fish for some sort of whip punish, which goes to throw, catching Rich Sticks or just stand guarding.
Backdash, but oh, what a step right there. Yeah, unfortunately not fast enough after the step, but the step was still good, right?
Yeah, and the backstep into the 3B, into the Black Gambit. Crazy. He didn't need to go for that. That was a flex.
it's guaranteed, right? It's like I guess it's optimal if you think about it.
It is optimal, but I think the other one would may have killed. Who knows? But there's the lethal hit on it that time, Monic.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. He believed maybe a little bit too hard.
As a Sure Blade, though, going to get the extension. Hard spot to be in, right? Any sort of negative 12 is going to be an absolute blast, but he doesn't get it.
Well, he gets the 1A. Oh, no, big drop right there, but still makes it happen.
Yeah, gets the NA reset.
You telling me they don't have resets in Canada? Don't lie to me.
We call it a Canadian reset, but you guys got upset that we call it that. So now it's an NA mix-up, or NA reset.
I don't know who got upset about that, because like every fighting game player does it. I don't really care about nationality on that one. But that's just me, you know. It's just me.
It is. Ooh, he gets the wall splat. That was like crazy. I didn't think that was gonna happen at all. Nice duck though.
I like that he recognized that it wasn't counter hit too, and he didn't actually end up going to it. He gets the hit there into the CE. So he's got one more mix up on this. Well, depending on the hit, I guess it could be more than one mix up.
Yep. Okay, but like, yep, gonna do a solid amount of damage, and he catches him pressing a button. You got counter hit. Interesting. What would have pressed there? That's a solid Oki situation for Grow.
Maybe he tried to step, but it was like enough of a force block that stepping was not real.
No, it was like a counter hit. It wasn't a run counter.
Oh, it was just regular counter. Okay.
Yeah, like you pressed.
I got nothing.
I don't know,
I can't think of that one.
Yeah, weird. Ooh, the 6-6 AA gonna have enough range in the second hit to catch him on the whiff punish attempt. Ooh, the Shuriel Blade extension gonna be taking that round for Dillmuncher.
Yeah, it's been working out quite a bit for him once he gets the Shuriel Blade. He loves to be able to go for that that exact strength when he has the Shuriel Blade.
I wonder if Richik's gonna be able to adapt to that situation. Okay, ooh, doesn't get the wall splat, so it's more negative than you probably wanted to be.
That 1 KB to go directly under got the Shuriel Blade, and then alright, just wilding out.
Yeah, Rishik didn't identify the Shuriel Blade and actually gets clipped, right? He let the trigger rock on the string because he knew that it was going to be a lot more beneficial for him.
Yeah, that relic, real worrisome right now.
Yeah, it is going for the string. The soul attack gonna connect. This is gonna be a huge comeback for Richik. He's able to get the most out of the soul charge.
Yeah, such an interesting time to go for soul attack on that.
No! Anti-air. What a great sidestep and critical edge, punishing the Seed of the Night.
Yeah, no, you were about to say it. Crucial for sure.
Yeah. That was great.
Now.
Yeah, great stuff from Dillmuncher. I like the adaptations. And he's been getting the Shuriel Blade. Like, he got Shuriel Blade like almost every single round there. Like, that's crazy.
In multiple different ways too. Like yeah. It's really surprising because there's only like 2 ways to get it. So.
Yeah. Two ways that you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one he has to be in soul charge.
Yeah. No one ever does that one. Oh, the 1A catches him on counter hit, trying to match a real slow button there.
Stance, but he's already stepping. Oh, that's mega negative. That's what it was. That negative 20. Like,
yeah, something like that. Huge. Okay, nice 2A coming from Richard.
26.
Deny the stance situation.
It's negative 26.
Hit him with the lightning flash on the duck and runs up, hits him with the mid, catches Dillmuncher ducking for a second time.
Okay, just stays on the ground. Same situation, and that time he was actually close enough. That was the situation he died for last time.
Yep. We learn, we improvise, we adapt.
Wanted to take his turn back, especially because he's up against the wall, but now he's going to take a ton of damage for it. Blocks the 1 mix-up, but unfortunately, not enough there.
Yeah, the unfortunate habit of I whiffed the GI, so I'm gonna try and prove that I can get it this time, but gets blown up for it.
Oh, big launch. Yeah, unfortunately he's not close enough to be able to get rung out there. It's gonna be the disrespect.
He had the round potentially, but he doesn't pull the trigger.
Oh, B-string.
Yeah, gets him on counter hit. Ristic trying to press something. Dillmuncher
Dillmuncher had yet to go for a full B string, right? If he did BB, it was just BB, right? It wasn't BBB. So he probably just was not ready for it whatsoever.
Yeah, unable to confirm again. A nice interrupt coming in from Rich Dicks there.
He is fishing for these launchers. Just but there's the mid. That's gonna finish it off.
Yeah, speaking of launchers.
We got him to duck by running at him. He thought it was gonna be a low. So.
Could have been a low, could have been a grab. Not too many grabs from either of these players in this game, which is you know, a great way to punish your opponent for just stand guarding, but they've been doing it in other ways.
Yeah, I'm pretty used to seeing like a 2-3-6 grab from Mitsurugi, but no dice.
Yeah, or even 6-6 to get that meter game, but nope, not doing it.
Ooh, wow, the Twitch duck was not long enough for the 3B to hit. So he's gonna stay on the ground.
He's in the way from Rich Dick. He's gonna just go for that A+B. Dillmuncher is just getting blown up for these GI attempts right now.
Yeah, he's been GIing after that a ton. So I think at this point, Rich Dicks is just ready for it, right?
Yep, going for these high damage options to call out that option. Move with me, high damage option. Sneaking in that 1A is Dillmuncher.
And that time he got the resulting combo. Last time it was a drop, and this time he's like, not again.
Yep. Nice interrupto coming in from Rich Dicks with these Bs, single Bs, just containing his opponent ever so slightly.
Oh, he actually held it that time, but no double straight. He actually could have killed him. Well, he still gets the W, but...
Yeah. He gave him a second chance at life, and then took it.
I guess maybe he didn't believe. He was just...
Yeah, all right, there we go. We got the throw that time. Yeah. Catches him ducking. That's what throws make your opponent do.
Oh, the A slide B into the CE.
Yep. And getting it with the perfect. Dillmuncher saying, I'm not out of this one yet. I can still come back. And he has the meter coming into this next round as well, which is going to be a boon for him.
Yeah, he definitely needs that bar at this point, because he's going to need it for at least one more round after this if he's able to take this round.
Yep. He is with Rich Dicks trying to make it that not even an option with these pokes.
1A, a double second one. He's been pretty 1A happy. Oh, and then he finally goes 1AB, and just not good enough.
He backs up into Soul Charge throw, powered up in this thing, but he just runs at him with the 6-6 I don't care. You didn't get me with the Quake.
Ooh, yeah, he went for the 1KB there, and it didn't get heavy punished. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
A heavy punish. Oh, he dropped the combo. That's not
no way.
No, you had the game. You had it in the palm of your hand, but it just slipped out.
And the missed K. And there's all these 1As again and again and again.
Oh no, look, he's low. He's trying to hit him with his online loads of himself. We're in Parsec. That's not going to fly around these parts.
Caught him stepping though with the stance transition. Still bringing up the break attacks here.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Rich Dicks taking his turn back. Doesn't care. Look, Soul Charge going to be coming in from Dillmuncher. Tries to go for the 50-50 attempt, but Rich Dicks not having any of it. Soul Charges, get away from me.
Yeah, anime time.
Yep.
Wow, doesn't finish the string right there. Rich Sticks, and then got caught stepping. Oh no, I cannot believe it.
Rich Dicks played a lot different in that round, and I wonder if he was tilted that he dropped the combo and then got 1-8 like 4 times in a row.
That was wild.
That can be a tilter, right? You drop that game-winning combo, right? Easiest combo of your life, bread and butter. You drop it.
Yeah, it's never that easy when the pressure's on, I guess. Well, I mean, I've been in that situation. I know it's never that easy. But...
Never. Breaks are coming in, and these GIs are just not working out for Dillmunchers. Rich Dicks has slight delays. He's breaking them with the break attacks.
That was a beautiful backdash. He got the hit, and that's going to ring out.
Wow.
That was the first time it actually rung out. Every other time has been just shy of like the actual spacing required.
Good interrupt with the BB. Dillmuncher getting a lot of mileage out of these wall rising beats. Such a wide hitbox.
Lightning Blade. Oh, that's a big punish. Yep.
Yeah, into the Black Gambit. So sick.
I like how they just gave him that. They were just like, you know what? Let's just let him do this.
Yeah, like for no reason, right? Like, all right, you can have some sick stuff.
Yeah, pretty much the staple grow pressure at the wall.
is nice. Getting him on. Hit into the combo. Nice block though on the slide B. I think Dillmuncher needs to be punishing a lot more optimally than just the wall rising B, right? He needs to be starting going on these ducks, right? He needs to go for the 6A plus B more. He needs to be getting more optimal with these situations.
Well, despite the fact that he's not, you'll notice that he's like doing 3B and wall rising B, and then it gets blocked, and then nothing from Rich Sticks. He will not press a damn thing.
Nope. Ooh, catches him sidestepping with the C to the Knight A and has him in the Oki situation, and he hits him with the jump kick right in the face. Gonna be taking that game round.
I mean, it stays alive for Rich Sticks. He needs that. Because we are at 2-2, and that's, I mean, it is set point here for Dillmuncher so far. He's going to catch the step right there, and because it is the Soul Charge version, a lot more damage.
It is, ooh, had him in the 50-50. Needed to spend that bar in order to avoid that situation.
He just barely stepped the Lightning Blade. Oh, and there's the 1A! He gets the combo this time. That should, oh, I thought that was death. I was wrong. Okay.
Okay, the 2B going to be securing for Dillmuncher. And what an insane comeback from Dillmuncher. It managed to keep his composure together and take it over Rich Sticks, sending Rich Sticks home 0-2.
Wow, that's definitely not what I expected for sure.
If you had asked me before this event who I thought was going to be going like 0-2, I would never have said Rich Sticks. Rich Sticks has a high chance of making it in the finals, right? But you know, he lost round number 1 against Rip City, and Dillmuncher staying alive in this event. He wants that big slice of that $600, or what, we're at 640 something last time we checked. What are we at right now?
644.50 was the last I just yeah, so 644.50. And if you guys want to contribute, you guys can do !Matcherino in the chat, and you can use code SC6Finals to be able to put a free 50 cents, or you can purchase something from the merch store, or you can, you know, donate directly or use one of the sponsorship quests if you so desire.
Yeah, thank you everyone who has been, you know, donating directly and using the promo code. Every little bit means so much, right? That free code 50 cents doesn't sound like a lot, but when everyone starts using it, that starts piling up. If 2 of you do it, that's $1. 10 of you do it, even more. That's how math works.
That's more than I can count.
That's more than I can currently do in my head.
Is it? Are you sure? Because I wouldn't know, but yeah, I could ask Mathlete. Maybe he would know.
Yeah, it's in his name. I would hope he can know.
All right, but for real though, yeah, one of the crazy things about this is because it is a final bracket too. It is the best players of the events that have been entering so far, right? So it is just going to get increasingly more difficult. It was already difficult from the first round. The fact that we got Rip City Outlaw versus Rich Sticks round 1, and then losers round 1 was Rich Sticks versus Dillmuncher was kind of crazy. These are people that you would see at whatever tournament they're entering, getting fairly far, whether it be Dillmuncher, Rich Sticks, or, you know, Rip City Outlaw, anybody in the bracket really. I don't have to. Yeah. I can name them all.
Yeah, the seeding was based on points. That's why you did see those crazy matches at the beginning of this event, right? All seeding was based on those points. So the more points you had that higher seed. Zephyr and Florida Man having 40 points apiece. They got number 1 and 2. Rip City Outlaw and Rich Sticks only had 8 points, right? The minimum that was in the event. And that's why the bracket was as hard as it was.
All right, so we're going to be in Mathlete versus Florida Man.
And the Setsuka, is this a button check?
It might be a button check, but I also think he would go Setsuka. I also think he would go Setsuka for sure. He had been playing Setsuka in well, I mean, there was in James Chen's like Monday nights. He plays Setsuka in those, which is just kind of like an arcade rotation. You know, winner stays on, put the coin up. No, okay, not a button check, but it was Setsuka like I thought it might be. You know, this character, I think she has you know, some catch stepping problems at certain ranges, but like other than that, when you have like the technical prowess, you can really make it shine, obviously.
Just again, high damage potential, amazing launchers. Let's see if Florida Man's able to make that happen. Gets the counter hit confirmed. And drops the combo, unfortunately. You need the execution to play this character.
I mean, you know, there's always the easy input parts for the ones that you can do anyway.
For the ones that you can do. Now, you mentioned the sidestep being an issue with this character. She does have the tools to do it. It's just how good you are at placing them. Are you okay with you having to do those tools, and as opposed to just going for those launches?
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants the 3-3B, right?
Everyone wants to.
Oh, yeah, that's good damage for a punish right there. But the RE comes out, and I mean, to be honest with you, regardless of how much damage you get off this, it's still kind of in Keelik's favor.
Yeah, it just has the Oki situation, though. Going in with that low, we saw Woes use that all last week to great success, but unfortunately, not going to be able to convert that into the round win.
That's one of the ways, specifically, that you're going to be able to try to catch a step.
Yeah. Good stuff. Okay, nice AAA. Yeah, just throw it out. Okay. The
Baxis. Okay. So it hit while he was stepping, so it like kept momentum, it looked like.
Yeah, it was whack. Nice side step.
Yeah, 2-2B. Okay, soul attack. Is it going to be soul charge? No, just wakes up. Wow. The gall.
Yeah, I can't believe this absolute mad lad mashing 2A in that situation. He's going to do a solid amount of damage. He's going to spin the bar. Yes, he is. The scaling, though,
is
kind of big on this one in terms of scaling, but it is going to be able to take it.
It's evil Keelik. Even after the
man.
CE nerf. Even after the
two
CE
CE nerfs, man. The 2 CE nerfs.
I think it's in a good spot. I don't think they should touch it again. I'm just saying.
Nice. Getting the side step 2-2B launch again. Mathlete, you know, taking advantage of that poor side step control that's good to have.
Just barely caught him in the middle of the step right there on the launch, but no full follow-up. And yeah, I mean, Mathlete is just kind of on it right now. The punish on pretty much every block. He got the wall rising B right there. Yeah, CE finished that boy off.
Yep. Great stuff from Mathlete. Going to be taking game number 1 against Florida Man Setsuka. I wonder if we're going to see a potential character swap.
Immediate. Frame 1.
Frame perfect, just frame character select. I've never seen it done faster in my whole life. That was crazy.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah, just bang. He knew it. He didn't even miss where it was on like the selection screen. It was like boom, bam, right there, ready to go.
Does he actually go hollow, or does he? Okay. I was wondering if maybe he went to any of the other secondaries, because like Florida Man was somebody who has played the board quite literally and in multiple different tournaments before Hawamaru came out. You know, you could see him playing Zas, Nightmare as well, just pretty much any character that the game has to offer. Any character the game like has, he knows to an extent how to play and has done so in tournament. But up until Hawamaru came out, it's pretty much just been all Hawamaru.
Yeah. Definitely has been. He kind of found his character, found his calling, and let's see how this changes. But great duck on the throw from Mathlete, calculated that read.
Hey, every Keelik's favorite move, back turn K.
Yeah, the Milo special. Huge life advantage coming in for Mathlete right now. Doesn't even take any big risk and just kind of try and play it patiently. And nice sidestep with the BB. Catches him on counter hit on the DP, but still doesn't matter. Gets around.
Just gonna 2A to get out of there. Despite the Ronin cancel, not really gonna do a whole lot, but he tried to duck.
Yes. Ooh, nice 2A from Mathlete. Unfortunately, not able to convert it into anything because that backstep from Hawamaru was just so good. The Regi situation. Oh my goodness, the spaghetti's all over the place.
That was the weirdest Regi I've ever seen in my life. Just run up, neutral jump, do nothing. Like. Oh, that was a beautiful block on the low too, because he just like avoided a complete ring out.
Did.
Okay, yeah, he tried to run and cancel to catch him off guard, but no dice. Ooh, you cannot weapon flip.
Oh, like this. Ooh, okay, just gonna be pressing buttons, hit them on the run counter, trying to catch that movement.
The launch. Okay, just.
I think he gets a guarantee. Oh, he goes for the tech trap.
Yeah, he tried that earlier, and he didn't actually. Florida Man didn't end up biting on that one, and despite that fact, he bit this time. You know, thinking, yeah, you won't do it twice, right?
Yeah, it's the 50-50 with the Asura dance and that there. Definitely, unfortunately, and Florida Man's are not going to be able to guess correctly, but even Soul Charge right now can do potentially a ton of damage.
Wow, he is just catching with 6-6-A. Oh my goodness.
Instead of like doing really anything Soul Charge, he's like, I'm just gonna do 6-6-A and just run counter you 10 times.
Hey, I mean, what if it ain't broke, right? Like,
keep doing it.
I mean, you know, to be fair, like Mathlete is like a lot of other Keelik players in that he loves step 2G while resing B, right?
Yeah.
It's really strong. So I mean, what can catch that if you catch them before the 2G, you know, and it's exactly that.
Yeah, it is the wake up. AA coming in from Florida, man, just disrespecting that Oki situation. One of the weaknesses of Keelik is his Oki is pretty sus into the critical edge.
No reason not to spend it. I feel like it would be a fool if he didn't try to secure the round, because even if that didn't kill, the Oki situation would have been there.
Yeah, but he does get the kill. Going to be tying up 2 rounds apiece right now, but the meter advantage heavily in favor of Mathlete.
Yeah, I mean, Evil Keelik being on deck is always a terror. Okay, looking for that Regi, but no dice.
It is okay, hop.
What? I don't think I've ever seen anybody jump over that, because like it never just lines up.
It does a nice duck on the throw. It's the BB, but the attack throw coming in for Mathlete, trying to make this Evil Keelik happen.
Okay, Soul Charge is out. Oh, there's the RI, but still with the duck 2B. Really good, yeah. Oh no. Okay, mix up potential here. It's the throw.
Oh, there it is. Great stuff from Dilmuch. He didn't let that ticking life bar really affect him at all. He knew how much life he had left, and he just played it super solid. And at the end, he just runs up, hits him with the throw, even though Florida Man had ducked to the 2 previous ones. He's like, I'll do it 3rd time, whatever.
Well, I mean, like, it's one of those things where you're preying upon the opponent. Okay, it's Nightmare. You're preying upon the opponent's like mindset of, can you really do it a 3rd time? Like, are you going to? And then apparently he was.
Yeah, it's the no mix-up, right? You saw it happen twice. Right? It didn't work twice. There's no way this person would do it a 3rd time. It hasn't worked. Right? I've already shown that it's not going to work. They're going to go for a different option. But Mathlete had calculated that. He put it in his head. He ran the algorithm, and he bet it all on that throw.
Well, all right. So it is over to the Nightmare. Oh boy. What I will say is terror charge indeed. Okay. Well, 2A plus B after Night Lower, and now it is time.
Yep. Ooh, that step 2G into the wall rising B, though. You talked about that earlier. Such a great tool from Keelik, and Nightmare cannot do anything about that on block.
Oh man, 4A is putting in work, but caught the step.
Look at that meter build. Nightmare is just a meter monster.
He stepped away so that, yeah, I mean, sure, it's a low, but I'm not trying to get wrung out.
Yep.
Oh, actually goes for the low on the full screen, and then BB, what looked like was completely in Florida Man's offensive favor. Eventually, Mathlete found his way out. 4-4B to punish the ABA.
Nice stuff. Being very patient, going in for the low, poking him. And look, that low conditioning him to duck. Gets him with the wall rising B. Into the assertive dance. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's you got to condition the opponent to either tech or not tech, and depending on that fact, you get some stuff out of it.
I like Mathlete, you know, keeping it very simple. Like, just conditioning his opponent with certain tools to open up other options. Doing a great job. Doing that in the back turn K. Come on, you had to know that was coming.
Well, he accidentally did ground pound after the step, so there's no way he meant to do that, I feel like. But maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows? Oh, goes for the grab again, but these wall rising Bs is working out in Mathlete's favor so well. But there's the 3-3K. Such a wide hitbox and a ton of damage into the terror charge reset.
This is where. Oh my goodness! No way!
Well, sometimes you just duck into like a 30-something frame mid.
I wonder if he tried to step, but like he was still holding guard or something, because I feel like that happens to a lot of people, right? Like,
oh,
he's out.
Is he gone? Is he gone? Wow. What a quick round.
I feel like that sometimes. It really do.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He was almost on lethal hit. Yeah, that was very close.
Yeah, it was. Mathlete trying to slow down maybe a little bit, but that 6BB great placement for Florida Man, catching out that bad movement with the horizontal. And Florida Man looking great, but we've seen this one before, but not gonna matter. AGA's him out of the ring with that quick
home run. Oh man, yeah. I mean, look, your opponent is usually attempting to get away from the ledge at that point, right? So it's pretty common for somebody to want to step there, and so AGA is great for that. He hadn't been going specifically to duck because I assume he's probably afraid of launcher, and so AGA is just like, just let it rip, just Beyblade that.
Yeah, you know, in that situation, it's AGA is going to clip you for moving. 6BB is going to catch you for ducking. So hard spot to be in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's that duck finally, but he's got a lot more health to work with this time.
Yeah, and no ring to his back either. He hits him to throw this time. What's the Oki situation? Goes for the low poke, and then just backing away. Has the life lead. But the whiff punch coming in for Florida Man. Doesn't care, right? He's going to play it patient himself.
Ooh, yeah, cut him out of the groom stride.
And with a high, right? Great timing.
Yeah, it just happened to be the end of it. And oh, that unblockable actually could have connected, but that's like a hindsight thing, right? Like, there's no way he would have known.
Yeah, I like we'll never see them actually go for the unblockable, right? But the back step into 6BB, one of Nightmare's greatest strengths, but fortunately goes for the night side stance Oki situation and then just gets blown up by the OTG attack.
Not a stun on that, so that's lucky for Mathley, because that's not going to be a free terror charge. However, I mean, the damage output, right, it's not going to matter until you like he's dead. But there it is, 2A plus B. Let's get it.
Yeah, huge meter building, catches him on the counter hit. What looks like, I think, with the wall rising B.
Soul attack. Now he oh, big horse! That horse is huge.
He's riding on him.
Nightmare.
Riders on the storm.
Alright, one apiece now, and I mean, that's normally one of the scariest situations to be in. Soul attack on Keelik when you have very little health left. Well, I guess it wasn't very little health. He was above guts, but like Keelik can change that very quickly if he's evil. Alright.
Yep, catch him with the side movement again. Delays the option, hits him with the Night Lord stance. Cade wants for something, maybe drop AG on that throw attempt.
I think so, yeah. That's usually what the throw is when it's far away or something like that.
Yeah. Keeping it safe, goes for the disrespect to 6K, but gets clipped on the trade. Still favorable position for Florida Man. Does he get the... Oh, not quite in time.
Not that one either.
No. Still has Terror Charge, though. One of the greatest boons for a Nightmare, but the Wall Rising B going to be sneaking in there.
Back throw. He's got one more mix-up possibility. Oh my god, jumping B and then the 2B! No way!
That was crazy. I can't believe
it. Literally zero fear in Florida Man's heart. He does not care whether he lives or dies.
Ooh, GI on wake up for Florida Man, did something out of it, but doesn't get punished.
Great with punish on the wall rising B too. You'll notice that he is backing up a lot more and just waiting for wall rising B in a situation where see?
He's the whip punish, right? It's such an easy whip punish. 6BB, so much range, gets the knockdown. Just a great tool.
Yeah, you don't even need the chair charge for it to be good. Like, it's just, hey, this is damage, right?
Yep. Hey, soul attack coming in. What's the mix-up situation? Reversal edge is gonna be huge if he wins it.
The step. Oh my goodness. He just goes for straight damage. He says, screw the oh no! I was gonna say he says screw the terror charge, but I wonder if maybe that was the bad part.
Yeah, maybe you could have risked it on the CE too, right? But didn't want to go for it.
I don't know. I can't say for sure whether it was a good or a bad call. You know, I'm on the commentator's desk. But oh, disrespect.
Yup. Drops the 2A plus B, just gets the 2B, but still not a terrible situation. He's gonna be spending the meter here.
Yep.
Okay, gonna heal a little bit after this as well. And he gets the
I was gonna say no, he's dead. What do you mean?
Dude, that CE scales really badly. It's hard to say.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah. But I mean, it was a good call by Mathlete very specifically because, like, okay, so again, if it didn't kill, look at the position that Florida Man would have been in. He is at the ledge. He has no health left and no terror charge to speak of. It was not going to be fun.
No, it was going to be a terrible spot for him to be in. The Nightmare pick looked very strong, right? He almost was able to clutch it out, but those few just crucial drops from Florida Man, right? He dropped the combo, not getting the 2A plus Bs, which Nightmare without terror charge, still a strong character, but not at his full potential at all. Terror charge just makes him an absolute monster to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. So that's going to be Mathlete guaranteeing a spot in the winners finals here. And his opponent is going to be either Zefukai or Zed, which is another matchup that we see a ton in West Coast events. If you guys watch, you know, WNF in particular, right? Or even just the Quarantine League events. Zefukai and Zed, they meet a lot. It doesn't have to be a winners finals. Sometimes it is. But it's a matchup we've seen time and time again. Let me look at the match queue though, because that might not be. Yeah, okay. So it's actually going to be Two Swords versus Outlaw before we end up getting to Zeph versus Zed. Wait, no. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I was double checking.
Yeah, Two Swords versus Outlaw, then Zeph versus Zed. So Two Swords versus Outlaw. Outlaw, I imagine we're gonna see the Siegfried. Two Swords potentially has the Yoshimitsu and the Hilda. I don't think, personally, from my experience in the matchup, I don't think Hilda is going to be as good in terms of just going in with your main with Yoshimitsu. I think that Siegfried does a really good job of just dominating the mid range. Yoshimitsu, yeah, he kind of struggles in that mid range against Siegfried as well, but once he gets in, like, he just blows you up. And things like Med K are so annoying for Siegfried to deal with. He also had things like 3A being a body attack, while rising A being a body attack. He can't get those parries on those horizontals.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta be real with you. I think Med K is really difficult for a lot of characters, not just Siegfried. But yeah, I mean, in this matchup in particular, that's pretty true.
Yeah.
So this used to be a staple matchup in PNW Soul Calibur events, right? This used to happen quite often, I would say. So this is not something I've seen in a little bit personally. In a situation of them both being just out of it. I mean, not out of it, but in lower bracket, right?
Yeah.
Usually when I see these two, it's like very close to winners finals, or it is winners finals in an Oregon bracket. And now it's like, this is one of these two is going home right now.
Man, definitely, it's like
and winner plays Florida Man. That's like what our top 3 player base used to be.
Yeah, like, hey, here's your reward, man. Like, good job winning. You gotta fight Florida Man. Or like early on in this event, right? Oh, you Rip City Outlaw versus Rich Dick. Like, wow, great job. You beat an amazing player. All right, now you gotta fight Zephyka.
So one thing I do want to mention between these two players, Outlaw has very recently been having a good record versus Florida Man, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I can't remember Two Swords versus Florida Man in terms of record right now off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but I know that at the last Wednesday night fights specifically, Florida Man lost to Outlaw for Outlaw to make it to Rakudo in winners finals. So.
Interesting. Well, I'm excited to see this matchup, right? It's a matchup close to my heart. Every single Siegfried matchup is a matchup close to my heart. So I'm excited to see how Rip City plays it versus potentially a Yoshimitsu or Hilda. And it's with those two characters, right? Yoshimitsu, you want to be applying when you can as much close range pressure as possible. And that Med K, the reason why I think it's so good in this matchup is because, one, it tech crouches, right? So things like AGA are not going to be as effective in terms of just that distance against that move. You can try and counter hit it, but no one's doing that.
So I guess we're getting the other matchup now. We're getting Zeph versus Zed. Yeah.
All right, we got mixed up. Right, we can't block them all as commentators, right? It's not an easy feat, and sometimes, we don't block correctly.
I never block correctly.
Yeah. Are you trying to tell me that, like, you're not the hindsight god and just block every mix-up? That's what we do. That's what we do. We're hindsight 2020 all the time. That's what we do as commentators. Like, wow, I can't believe they didn't block that mix-up that I totally 100% blocked in my head.
Yeah, I know. I would have blocked it. I knew for sure. I
saw it happen. Come on, man. I know.
I would have known. If it were me, I simply would have won the match.
Yeah, I just would have, I wouldn't even been in that situation. That's me knowing what already previously happened. It's easy. Right? It's so easy, man. Like, why can't you just make all the decisions that I would have made after seeing all the events? Unbelievable. All right. We got the Zhonghua mirror. Now, this has been a match that they've played before, and Zephykai won the last one that I'm aware of in terms of the Zhonghua mirror. So maybe that could be the repeat. I don't know. Maybe Zed has more experience in the mirror now, going to bring something more to the table. Let's find out.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's somebody who sits there in labs every day that we can see tangibly, Zed is definitely one of those people, right? Obviously, Zephykai does the same. He's in the house of Calibur for a reason. They probably play Calibur all the time.
Not as much as you think, actually.
Well, still, regardless. I mean, we all know Zephykai has played this game for a very long time. And I'm not just talking about Caliber 6.
Yeah, he's that demon. Look at this pressure right now, Zefkai. I believe wearing the staple red Zhonghua, Zed rocking that black.
Yes, yeah, that should be correct. Yeah, Crybaby. I mean, he can just Crybaby all he wants, right? Because look at the health he has. It's totally fine to take all that damage because he just needs one correct. Oh, wow, you 448 under the A?
Wow.
That was sick.
That was insane. But the jump B coming from Zefkai, he had the life, right? Even though he guessed wrong, it was okay. He wasn't going to die off of it, and he had a second chance to guess correctly.
That was actually wild. Yeah, trying to go playful on that, but no dice here. He's just not biting on a lot of this stuff, and I think because he's not biting, Zefkai is recognizing that, right? And you notice a lot of disrespect. He did 2-2B into AA immediately, right?
And get the wall spot here. Doesn't get a ton of extra damage. That's a nice little bit of chip essentially, and that throw going to be taking it for Zeph. You can interesting, like you can see the two styles kind of just clashing in terms of just how they approach the character, and Zefkai is just overwhelming Zed right now with this offense.
Yeah, I definitely think this is like smelling blood in the water in a sense, because he is recognizing that there is pretty much no challenging from Zed. Like there's negative frames, and then Zed won't do a whole lot.
Nope, and the backstab gets him on the whiff into the critical edge, and that's going to be game number 1. 3-0 for Zep, and Zed didn't even get a chance to use his meter.
Yeah, he whiffed and couldn't even soul charge to save himself because that was just an immediate CE reaction. Great from Zefkai right there. Yep. Yeah, hard start for sure.
Yeah, picked up on that habit really quickly that Zed was going to be mashing, as you so perfectly pointed out, mashing on those negative frame situations, mashing in those situations, and Zeph was like, all right, man, mash your heart out. I'm a backstep, I'm a CE you.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
We've
seen a lot of secondary Aswells recently.
Yeah, we saw it earlier on in this event with Rich Sticks. We got Zed pulling it out right now.
There was Master CJ at NLBC, but I mean, we've seen a lot of Rich Sticks as well, I feel like, previously, but I've not really seen Master CJ as well too much, and I've not really seen Zed as well.
Yeah, now this is going to be the thing. Your counter pick, your secondary pick, going to be enough to beat Zefkai's Zhonghua.
Always got the Sophie in the pocket, or just gonna stick it out with X, whether or not what happens. But that's it's real early in this second game here.
Yeah.
Launch.
Yeah, the patience going in for the mix-ups with the stances, gets the throw connect, but whiffed?
Too far away, I guess.
Maybe.
I would need to check a replay on that one to figure out why.
Maybe he delayed it by accident. Who knows?
Yeah, that seems most likely, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever the case may be, Zeph taking the first round.
Yeah.
With that 6B pressure.
I like the slight delay into the throw that Zefkai did, and gonna be hitting him in this situation as well. The mash coming in though from Zed, gonna get the knockdown, dancing around in axe mode at his slowest, and because he is so slow, Zeph is just able to mash on him.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest parts about Aswell versus X is, like, if he is unable to catch into Sword Stance, like, how does he fight her at range 0? It's just super difficult, right? Because he can't do anything about 2-2B. Like, what's he gonna do? Punish her? Like,
no. Yeah, you can, I guess, go for a mix, but
you can't even go for a mix though. You're so slow if you're weaponless.
Yeah, we didn't spend the bar.
And just barely caught the forward step right there. Yeah, that came back to haunt Zefkai.
That's why we gotta spend our bar, right? We take rounds. Ooh, okay, nice reaction from Zefkai. Didn't go for the Oki Crusher because he knew he was in the stance. He knew it wasn't gonna work.
You gotta watch that. 2 bars. Block punishment is real scary right now. And well, I'm not gonna need it for this. Yeah. Definitely don't need it for that.
No, you don't. It was a great call out from Zefkai blocking that axe low. Just like out of nowhere. It was like a walk up neutral axe low. He's like, alright, I got this, don't worry.
The soul charge. I think he's basically just trying to bully him because he was weaponless, right? That forces the soul charge so that he could at least be in almighty stance, so you can have all the weapons ready. But yeah, now you got to do it with a mix, and Zefkai's been putting all the right options. There's the stun, and Dark Thunder.
Doesn't get anything out of it. Doesn't pull the trigger. Ooh, okay, whiff trading places. Doesn't get anything out of it.
yeah, wants that ring out super bad.
It does. Okay, gets the axe low, but unfortunately not going to be in the range to get the attack throw.
Wow, he actually caught him on that. Ducked under. He's in sword. Oh no, big hit. Okay, we have one more mix up. That's forcing the soul charge. Zefukai knew, so he just kind of sat back. And then the 4B plus K? Oh my god! I got mixed too. I feel it.
Yeah. Witch Duck catches him with the delayed disco ticks and is going to be able to get around. But 2 bars a meter for Zefukai. Any sort of mistake is going to be punished super heavily and immediately in the critical edge. Going to get the mix-up situation after this as well, which is going to be very favorable for Zefukai to be in.
Okay, just back roll. Just gets on that.
That's, you know, you fight someone that knows the character pretty much as well as you do, and unfortunately they know how to negate the Oki as best as possible.
So many back throws right here, and I mean he's just taking chip damage basically, just like lows.
Nice
Oh yeah,
guy. Yep, patience.
Free punish on that because of how long it takes to recover.
Yeah, guy. You know, he knew that he wasn't at a large risk for sidestepping, right? Even if he got counter hit, you know, like he was gonna get reverse rung out or anything. So great decision from him.
Got him with the lethal hit, thanks to the duck under.
Ooh, doesn't go for the full string, wants the Oki situation. Doesn't get anything out of it, but still, it's going to be a great mix-up for later.
Nice, use the 8AB just to get out of there. Okay, and yeah, it seems like it's always back throw.
Yeah. Conditioning him for when he needs it most to go for the forward grab.
Yeah, true that. And so another round there to Zefukai pretty quick on that one. That seemed a lot more oppressive, much more difficult.
Yeah,
it's like, again, he was just kind of, he's just been weaponless for so long.
Yeah, which, you know, you just, as well weaponless, as we mentioned, just so bad. Everything he does is an additional 8 frames, and the 6A plus big lethal hit. Great stuff from Zefukai. What's he going to be going for here? Goes with the soul charge splat. Wants to end this round.
Unblockable! Oh my god!
Oh, he fails the reaction check, gets an F grade, and loses the round because of it.
It'd be like that sometimes. I see people lose to that stuff offline, so.
Oh yeah, it's real. It's real enough.
Hey, it's real the first time you see it.
Yeah.
It's always real the first time.
Yeah, great.
Oh, no.
Catches him on the counter hit, gets the launch over, reversal edge. You're doing a little bit of extra damage. Nice backstep from Zed. Goes for the meter spend. Gonna try and do a decent amount of damage off of this one.
Well, I mean, gotta get in that almighty. Well, actually, it doesn't do that anymore, right? So, yeah, stay on the ground. Don't deal with that mix-up. Got hit, and oh my god, look at the damage. Oh, full crouch 3A!
Zefukai taking that with the 3L.
I believed for the second he started to get the when he got the low, the knockdown, I was ready. I was like, okay, this is actually real.
Yeah, he tacked on a little bit of damage, right, with the spear low. But then immediately just went for the mid, right? Zefukai probably didn't even consider the second one coming, right? He's like, all right, well, I probably didn't assess the situation, like how he even got hit from that low. So, fortunately, Zed goes to the mid, loses his advantageous position, and Zefukai goes to that full crush 3A. The low, getting the round.
All right, well. Was that was 3? Yeah. So
that was 3.
Athlete, Still Muncher, Sly Tiger, 2 Swords Outlaw. So I think 2 Swords Outlaw is what we said was next.
Yes. And then we got baited.
But it's actually next, right? Like,
but now it's actually happening. Most probably.
Yeah. Buddy. Okay. Well, I mean, I see Siegfried locked in, but we'll see.
Right. I don't know. We saw this one before. All right, we actually have it this time.
2 2B swords coming in. Okay. All right. So it's actually this. I don't know if it's a button check, but this is what we talked about before. This used to be a staple matchup that we saw offline all the time here in Oregon and Pacific Northwest, right?
Yeah. This stage as well, closest starting distance in the entire game, so that could be a boon for 2 Swords coming into this one. Yoshimitsu being a lot better close range.
Wait, you're telling me the walls don't move in between rounds here?
No, but they do start closer. I hate that I made that joke one time, man. That is my biggest regret.
It's all over for you, buddy. Oh wow. Okay, whiff punish with the A slide B, and then
the back step into AGA.
that was a softball underhand serve into
like,
the AGA.
Home run with it. Nice block into the wall rising punish, goes to the Oki situation, just takes the guard damage, which you know is never a bad decision with Siegfried.
Okay, there's the 2-2B. So he's at the wall, so yeah, the potential for mix up here. Oh no, he just opts for the damage. Okay.
Backing away, has a slight life lead, doesn't need to do too much, but the duck, but he doesn't get it in time. No sidestep though, coming in from Rip City, keeping it safe for 2 swords. And there's just spaghetti everywhere.
Oh well, spaghetti's gone.
Yeah, he just like, oh, I'm done with this. I'm gonna spend my meter, and I'm gonna get this, you know, these Dark Legacy stacks, which is always great to have, right? Got 7, only needs a few more to get that free Dark Legacy, which we probably won't see, but it could happen.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know.
He might start touching his hand. Man, just. Oh yeah, he was definitely trying to get that avoiding puddle to hopefully ring out right there. But they're catching. You earlier talked about the number of body attacks that Yoshimitsu has available. So like stance transition, or not stance transition, but the twirl, excuse me, is very difficult to be used in this matchup because of that.
Well, yeah, the horizontals are going to smash him out of twirl because it loses the horizontals that Rip City going to be taking with the flapjack. So the stance transition loses just horizontals. Base hold only AGI's weapon attacks, which normally you want to be going for, right? Because Yoshimitsu has great horizontal mids, but unfortunately being body attacks are going to get launched on counter hit.
First game there to Rip City.
Yep. Great stuff from him. Let's see, are we going to see the character swap?
He's hovering over Yoshi still. I mean, he's kind of looking at it. Okay.
Oh,
the Maxi.
right.
Okay.
Maxi.
Let's do this.
Yeah. This is what we talked about a little bit earlier. Maxi probably coming out at some point. It just took a while.
Yep.
2 sticks.
We've seen a lot of character swaps throughout this event so far.
Yeah, we have actually. It's well, I mean, I guess with some of the people I expect it with some of the PNW players, because you know I guess I know them really well. But like some of the other players like Rich Sticks, I didn't expect so much growth.
Yeah, definitely not. Hey, look at it. So far, so good for 2 swords, but you know, Outlaw is just gonna be. Wow, he gets the 4/4 A plus B. Doesn't get the optimal combo, but doesn't matter. Still gonna get solid damage out of it. Ooh, again, 6/6 A plus B lethal hit. Not going to be happening because of counter hit situations.
Well, I mean, not a lot of life left at this point. Dark Legacy's pretty much all he's got. A slide B just to help out, but yeah.
1B, great low poke from Maxi, very long range, can stance transition off of it. Solid all around, and a great round under.
Yeah, 1B is like the eternal low for Maxi.
Yeah, gets a lethal hit. Catches him, looks like a Twitch duck or something, and the wall connect, not gonna get any sort of confirm, but the real line gets the launch. Not quite as one yet, gets the block.
Oh, there's the blocking. Yeah, free punish right there. Super good knowledge from 2 swords.
Good stuff.
He has a complete turnaround.
Up. Going with the flapjack again, tries to go for the A slide B with the back tech. You're gonna avoid that situation.
Oh, interesting. Goes directly to a break attack.
Ripsy's been going for that reset a lot, and you know, the longer this is going on, it's not been working out so well for him. But the side step, gonna get the whip punish with the critical edge. You're gonna be taking the round.
Let's do this. Okay, staying alive. I mean, the thing about this though is 2 swords has been sitting on 2 bars for a real long time. Two swords, 2 sticks, 2 bars, and having to deal with that possible whiff punish CE could be a big deal.
Hey, I love when that happens to the commentator.
It happens too damn often.
Yeah. A 6-6 A plus B going to be trying to deny the side movement again. Again, the 6-6 A plus B from Rip City going to be counter hit. Doesn't get the lethal hit, but gets them with the mix up and reverse side hold. Catches them on the mid because of Dark Legacy getting the lethal hit into critical edge, and he's going to get the free Dark Legacy off of this one. All right, pops it. What's he going to do? Do it again? No.
He's got to find the space to be able to just do it for free. But the 2-2K not actually working out on that one. Surprising. Oh, jump over the 1B and then stops the normal car. Oh my god.
That's crazy. And he has the free Dark Legacy backing away.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Nope.
Yeah, he's trying to bait two swords to come towards him and do something with it, right? Now the ever looming threat is the Dark Legacy.
Man, 6A plus B when in Soul Charge is so hard to step. Like
it is. He gets it with punch 3B, catches him rolling with the Chief Hold B.
Goodness. Wow, tip of Dark Legacy.
It has like a phantom hitbox on that tip. It's so hard to deal with if you don't know 100% that range.
Yep, oh, there it is, the stab, and he actually ended up getting it. And wow, the turnaround, reverse 3-0 on that.
Yep, that was great stuff. Keeping his composure, Rip City. And that second Dark Legacy, you know, the ever looming threat that it exists is sometimes enough just to even throw off your opponent.
Oh, sticking with the Maxi here. So, yeah. I mean, it's not like the Maxi did poorly.
No, definitely almost got that one.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, normal guard not strong enough right there. But I mean, that's not a deterrent for two swords for sure. Just still
no great knock on the string.
Yeah,
and
beautiful.
able to push around with the break attack. Rip City keeps going for these transitions into reverse side hold. And, you know, his opponent is getting up into it, which is good for him. Unfortunately, he's been getting blocked pretty consistently.
Oh, his big fat shoulder pads.
Yeah. Oh, counter hit. And again into the situation, but just gets a little bit of guard damage.
Okay, Flapjack gets tagged, and I mean, yeah, he's gonna need exactly that. Just goes through the 3A. Okay, well, Dark Legacy, Flapjack. I cannot believe it.
You spent the bar? Okay, you're wild.
Well, I guess he still gets the 5 stacks, right? So
yeah, he's gonna be, you know, at 6 for this one. You know, gives you get 1 for just doing the CE, and just hitting, and then you get 5 more for the animation. So that's 6, halfway there. Can build another bar and potentially get another free Dark Legacy.
Yeah, I think he was okay with that because of how close he was to building that X bar.
Yeah.
Like obviously he could have done 2K and things would have been Gucci, but
yeah. Sometimes it's about sending a message. Ooh, that's the second time he's caught him with that Chief Hold B. First time kind of rolling. That time he was stepping, so probably just not a great frame situation or just bad timing on the turn on the side of two swords.
But the steps have been paying off dividends for. Oh
my god! What was that? From downtown?
That was absolutely the Larry Bird of ringouts. That was
right.
wonderful.
The 1AA. All right, just do it.
You know, I mean, when you're that far ahead, going for it makes a ton of sense, right? But then, like, it ringing out from that distance, god damn.
I don't know, man. I just talk about the game. I don't know why things happen. All right, but it was pretty whack. I can't believe it rung out from that far. Like, I was like, wow, like he went really far with that one. He's getting real close to that ring edge right there. He's probably not gonna be rung out though. Oh no, he's like, oh no, he got rung out. Oh man, that's you know, if that wasn't the last game, that's a tilter.
It honestly be like that sometimes. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
It in fact do be like that sometimes, because it in fact just happened. All right, so coming into this one, we got Dill Muncher versus Sly Tiger.
Ooh, the man who loves his pickles. Okay. So is he gonna just keep going with Mitsurugi this entire time? That is my big question.
You got the one win versus Rich Sticks. You know, it didn't work out for him the first time. Sly Tiger on the Talum. You know, both these characters are solid at close range, but Mitsurugi has a great backstep, so maybe potentially can back away from some of these pressure situations, you know, get a whip punish on some sort of stance entry. That could be something that Dill Muncher is trying to do here.
Well, just gonna have to wait and see. Big Muncher known for the big plays at all times. He likes to go for everything as ballsy as possible.
Coming into this one here, we got it on Geralt's stage, one of the smaller stages in the game, so ring outs can be, you know, these characters aren't amazing at it, but still a possibility.
I think it's the smallest stage now, right, because of the buff to the desert and the other stage. But...
yeah, I believe you are correct with that statement.
Is that RE cancel? Yeah, unless the opponent shows you that they're just gonna stop you from doing it, it's yeah, you may as well just continue on.
Yep. And has pressure, doesn't get the wall splat. That would have been a great spot for Sly Tiger. Okay, going for the stance transition off of the 2-2-8, trying to keep it, you know, as relatively safe as possible, but the ring out coming in from Sly Tiger, up 1 round in game number 1.
I've noticed that Dill Muncher is trying to go for like the 3-3K just to be able to catch the transition, like the steps and everything, and it has been a hair too far away each time. And then it's allowed for Sly Tiger to pick up offense like this.
It has, okay, nice sidestep, goes with the throw attempt, not guaranteed on a whiff punish, but great wall conversion here. Not going to be able to ring out over that half wall, that 6-6K, but, you know, nice attempt. And Dill Muncher, again, those GIs just all tournament long, not really working out for him.
Yeah, that was a really strong idea. It's for the ring out. He almost found one where there shouldn't have been a ring out, but no dice, unfortunately. Game point here for Sly Tiger already. 2 bars. There's a soul charge here from Sly Tiger.
Has this one ready to go. Oh, goes with the whiff punish a little too early. The string gonna connect. Right now, it's gonna be counter soul charge. Great mix-up potential, but Sly Tiger doesn't care. I'm gonna press the button. I'm back turned. I'm gonna be hitting you for trying to move.
Ooh, and it's the low to finish it off.
Yeah, great stuff. Sly Tiger taking it 3 rounds straight in game number 1. Looks like we got a stage swap coming in. Doesn't like that stage. Maybe wants a little bit more room to move around, which is, you know, something that I did mention earlier on. Mitsurugi having that great back step, so having that more range to move around, it could be a boon.
That's kind of one of his only good movement options. He doesn't really have like a side step to speak of. it's like he's barely moving.
All right, now to like the biggest stage in the game.
He needed it and he wanted it, and I guess he got it, but Talon players are going to keep you in range 0 if they can help it.
They're going to probably be trying their best with that. Winning their over ledge is Sly Tiger. Great sidestep into the whip punish. OG situation off of this. What are you going to be? Nice. Great stuff from Sly Tiger. Yep. Putting him in the Oki blender is just one of Tom's greatest strengths. Time on 3B doesn't get the combo drop. It's okay. You're gonna be ducking under that 9B. You're gonna be staying alive.
Yeah, he wanted that the missed B or relic B, whichever. I can't remember which one off the top of my head right now. But he got 6B instead. So.
Yeah, fortunate. Oh, countered in the critical edge. Sly Tiger trying to go for the approach option with that safe on block CE.
It's silent step B. Gosh, I was mixing up names, but yeah, he got the counter hit 3B into full conversion on the lethal hit, finished it off right there.
Yeah. And this is kind of more of that space control that I was trying to mention, but Sly Tiger just going to be jumping right in, going for the mix-ups. Has the Oki situation here. 6-6-A plus B, back into the blender.
Soul charge force right now. I mean, not only did he not have a lot of life to work with, but he was already at the ledge. And yeah, just back off, right? Because if he just whiffs a bunch of those soul charge moves, soul charge is going to be done in about 2 more seconds. And your life is going to be done in 2 more seconds.
Yeah, just as you mentioned, though, he whiffed the soul charge with 9B jumping right over, going to get the whiff punish and converting it into the round again. Sly Tiger looking very strong.
Oh man, yeah, didn't recognize that it was counter hit, but I mean it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it definitely is a hard to counter hit confirmed. Get soul charge again. We're gonna see more out of it. No, getting whiff on it. Or counter hit that time. Trying to press buttons.
Yep, okay, here it is. This is gonna be 0 on block. Yeah, he just tries to challenge there. Oh, but the 1KB and it clashes. That's the best thing that could happen for Dill Muncher.
Yep, and the string extension, getting the hit because of the Shura Blade. That clash meant everything in that round.
I can't believe that. That was actually wild.
There's that back movement coming in, getting the whip punish, catches him for twitch ducking with the 3B lethal hit.
Yeah, now Dill Muncher has him up against the wall. He does have the 2 bars to work with, but oh, side swap, and he's just gonna roll to get it back. That's a punish.
Yep. Gonna have Shura Blade off of this as well. Be a nice situation for Dill Muncher to be in. Has his life, so he can just opt to back away if he wants, but goes for the second hit, soul charge. Gonna end up be knocking him away.
That's
wow. Got the +8, right? That +8 because the soul charge quake hit was the reason why that CE was able to connect in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you can really do there is block if they're looking for immediate soul CE. Not gonna matter though. The mix-up potential for Dill Muncher just strong enough to be able to stay alive there.
That Sage swap coming in clutch. Had the more room to move around, able to just deny the little bit of momentum that Sly Tiger had after the first round win. And Sly Tiger trying to cool him off, trying to get maybe a little bit smaller stage. And we got it. 4 stage. Nice and small.
Yeah, definitely going to pay off here for Sly Tiger. Dill Muncher, though, on the mix-up potential has just been guessing right so many different times on the way that he thinks Sly Tiger's going to go for blocking.
Yeah. Nice going with a whip punish. The counter hit coming in from Sly Tiger. Another Oki situation. Going to be just hard spot to deal with. Got to guess 50-50. Unfortunately, just not guessing right. This blender is just too strong.
Ooh, no punish on that, but he's still going to get the throw. And I mean, the life is so low right now. It's basically check situation, right? Wow, that's the wall 1 too. That's gonna kill. Oh, oh, I was wrong.
Oh, so unfortunate for Dill Muncher. Tried to make the comeback happen, but unfortunately, mix up at the end, gets blocked.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what Mitsurugi does for that combo there, but it's like I can't tell if that was just not enough damage, or if there was like more to it, or you know, if it was a mess up.
Okay, hard to say from in that situation. Soul Charge going to be coming in for Sly Tiger, trying to make a big damage comeback happen in this round. It looks like this is going to be a great start to this situation.
Okay, big punish. Oh no, does she not have something that she can do from that distance?
Maybe trying to keep it safe.
I mean, because it's 1KB is like -26, right? So like, I don't know.
It's less negative into stance, right? It's only, I think, 14 into stance. So
yeah.
If your option isn't amazing, you know, you can get smacked by a 5B in this.
Yep. Oh, got the wall hit though. That's great for Sly Tiger. He's got 2 bars. Not gonna get a chance.
Converts into the Oki situation, guessing correctly, and going to be able to convert that, taking it 2-1 currently. It's all right. This is the first of 3. We're going to be another stage swap and trying to cool his opponent off, trying to maybe get a more beneficial stage. Worked out last time for Dill Muncher. Are we going to see the repeat?
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Okay. Well. It's okay. So it's the Setsuka stage. Little bit more room horizontally. Very short vertically.
Yeah, it's still, it can be, you know, he has that more room to run around, as you were mentioning, with horizontally on this stage. So that's going to be a slight benefit. But unfortunately, that sidestep's just so bad, can't even get around to where he wants to be.
he's a big boy. He's trying his best to move.
Has
oh man, 3K. He's just putting in work with it. Well, I mean, I say that, but he's already lost a quarter of life at this point.
Yeah. Oh, that hitbox, huge at the end.
Yeah, well, he must have pressed something into it, and must not have been a backstep, because there's just no way that would hit normally.
Nah, doesn't press something. Oh, with nice whip punish with the wind cannon. Huge life lead for Sly Tiger right now, but just chills out. Gonna get hit. This could be a turnaround opportunity for Dill Muncher potentially.
He's gonna have to deal with the soul attack damage and pressure afterwards. Got the hit.
Yeah, did that steal his meter?
I wasn't watching that part. I wasn't watching his bar.
Maybe he tried to do something on wake up there and it's only got clipped.
Did he not already have 0 bar? Am I wrong? Okay.
Maybe he looked like he tried to do something.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, he's got 2 bars now, whatever the case previously, and he's hard pressed to find a time to use it right now, especially now that he got hit, and that should do it.
It does. Fly Tiger taking it 3-1 over Dillmuncher, and that's going to be the end of Dillmuncher's run in this event. Still, making this far in the bracket, nothing to scoff at, and being just in this event at all. Right, you had to qualify with points, which is pretty awesome just to even be in this situation. But coming up next, we have Zefukai versus Mathlete. Then both of them apparently, both of them from what I've seen, very neutral heavy characters. I'm really impressed with Mathlete's playstyle, and how is that going to work versus Zefukai, who is also just so good at neutral? It's going to be hard for Mathlete, in my opinion.
Yeah, I see a lot of people try to go toe-to-toe with Zefukai in SOULCALIBUR, and it's usually incredibly difficult. He's somebody that, like, whether he knows the frames or not, he definitely knows how to disrespect, regardless of what your frames are, a lot of the time. And so if you're not ready for that, you might get tilted pretty easily, whether Mathlete is or not. Now that I'm trying to think about, like, the record of these two versus each other, I feel like I've only ever seen them play once, maybe, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, Zefukai is going to be, a tournament veteran in not just online but offline events. He has this experience that we were talking about. So that going into it, Mathlete, you may understand the game on paper, but Zeph understands the game in a way that not a lot of other players can understand it, right? Being confident in those disrespect options that you mentioned, being confident in his decision making, being confident in his conditioning, and that is one of the reasons why he's such a hard opponent to fight.
Well, I mean, going into it, I actually, now that I wonder, is it going to be Hilda for once, or is it actually just going to be Keelik the whole way through? Because this is Keelik, I feel like, is a hard character to go into versus Zefukai.
Yeah, Zefukai plays the character. Yeah, plays the character. Has lives with one Keelik player twice a day. Who's a great Keelik player in North America, and used to live with Party Wolf, who was best Keelik in North America. So you're gonna have this experience in that matchup, and plays the character himself, right? So there's gonna be that experience going into the match, but you're gonna be sticking it out with the Keelik, right? Been doing fairly well in this event so far, making it up into this point, and gonna be sticking with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, I feel like Mathlete is just straight up Keelik main. I was just wondering if maybe Hilda would come out at some point. Maybe just not feeling as comfortable, maybe likes Keelik more.
Yeah. Rock your main, right? If that's your main, you get that main comfort. Sometimes it's just best to stick with that comfort.
Yeah, well, here we go. First on 2-beat stage, and then, okay, immediately noticing it's a high.
Yep. And poking down with the 4A. The Monument gonna get the delay. Catches him. Gets the whip punish.
Oh, tech on the throw there.
Yeah. Needed that one coming in. But these launchers, Zefukai, this timing is just incredible.
Oh, yeah, and there it is again. Just rolling long enough. Zefukai now 2 different PNW players caught by just trying to Oki immediately.
Yep. Trying to press a button, trying to make something happen, but patience.
It's the throw. That's knockdown time.
Oh, goes for the whip punish for Zefukai, not going to be able to get it. Okay, Mathlete unable to whip punish the whip punish.
Yeah, and surprisingly not able to get the duck punish either.
So is that going for the jump attack? Maybe trying to jump over a full crouch. He gets the parry into the wall splat.
Oh, that's double poke stick.
Yep.
Okay, mix up here. He got the full charge. He got it.
Way.
Is it Regi back or no? He just goes straight for damage.
Wow, what a huge call out with that resist impact. Able to parry soul charge quakes because they are break attacks.
Yeah, 4A, not punish wall and block. I don't think it is, right?
Keelik 4A?
Yeah, keep 4A.
Yeah, you can punish him.
Okay. Just a little bit too late then, but I mean, Zephyr got the damage here regardless of that at this point. Ace is going to get the knockdown. Yeah, disrespect.
Yeah.
The name of the game.
Yeah, counter hit confirm on the AAB. You're going to do a solid amount of damage in taking that round. But 2 hours a meter coming in from Athlete. Potentially make something happen in this round.
Knockdown. That was beautiful timing on the soul charge, yeah, because like he had recognized kind of what a precarious situation he was in, and look what it afforded to him.
Yep, do a ton of damage coming off this combo here. Not quite going to kill though, but has a huge life lead, no longer in soul charge as well. Looks going to consume it, and a 2-2B with punish on the string. Great patience from Mathley. Got the reaction on it and optimal punish.
Yeah, whether it be the 6-6-BB holds or just like 6-6-BB raw, I feel like that step was going to catch both at that point. Ooh! The auto CI.
Catching those verticals that Mathley likes to go for. Goes through the soul charge, gets the quake stun.
He didn't do all 3 hits. Okay, it didn't matter though.
Zephykai is a player that will commit to ducking, and it's very awkward in terms of just his timing on things like that. You'll feel like this guy's been ducking for an extended amount of time. He's probably going to stand back up, right? So maybe try and throw him. Mathley maybe thought that button was going to come out, but Zeph, that confidence, that experience to just be like, I'm going to chill, and I'm just going to block low for a little bit, and then I'm going to whiff punish you for, doing something.
Well, first game right there to Zeph, and I mean, Mathlete showed a couple of particular concepts that I thought were very good versus Zeph. Whether or not they continue to be is another question, but I'll have to watch that goes on. Oh, there's the step though on the BB.
Yeah, he's been going for BBs a lot. BB, single B, a lot of that coming from Mathlete. Great moves from Keelik, but Zephykai, that confidence to just sidestep. That's what you're gonna be going for. I'm gonna keep stepping.
Full crouch 3A, just bodying that. Oh, yeah, the 2-1-4 monument unfortunately just not good enough there.
Yeah, trying to make a call out, but Zephykai waking up, hits him with the full crouch 3B, and going to be able to take round number 1 of game 2.
Yeah, Zephykai has basically put up this weird Oki situation for every player he's run up against here so far. Is that, like, is he going to roll and I shouldn't Oki immediately, or is he going to get up and just immediately launch her because I've been looking for him to roll for a while?
Yeah. Huge life lead for Zephykai right now, and I got the air hit, but it's alright. He's gonna spend the bar, get the combo, because anything else would not have done nearly enough damage.
Okay, that's gonna be second round right there. Second game, looking real strong here for Zephykai. Already figured it out, I feel like.
Yeah, a master at adapting to his opponent, acknowledging their habits, and that's why he's so good.
Ooh, but there's the step on the 6-6B, so I'm gonna get the 4A afterwards. The clash on the 2-2B, that was so interesting.
Yep. Squeeze situation with the 2-2B coming in from Zephykai. Gets the whip punch on the weak shift GIs, and these GIs are just not working out for Dill Muncher, or Mathlete right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was the last time, so I guess I understand the confusion.
Mixed myself up with that one. Oh, the throw! Gonna be able to get that round. Nice mix-up situation from Zephykai with those crouch grabs. Taking it 2-0 currently.
Well, I'm pretty good, right?
So what is Mathlete's decision here? We sticking with the stage? I mean, the stage is not really... Okay. It's the character I was wondering about, but he sticks with Keelik the whole way through.
All right.
Because now he's locked into this character, whether he wins or loses.
Yeah, ooh, goes to the 6-6 K slide B, doesn't get anything out of it. The Zephykai is just so confidently sidesteps, and Mathlete not doing a ton to deter him.
Yeah, it's very interesting that he's not like taking the plus frames he got off of Monument K. He just kind of like decided to step and look for something else for Zephykai.
Yeah. Guy walking around, step G, gets the throw again. We're starting to see a little bit more horizontal, like going with these 2As and 4A from Math.
You got it, you got it, you got it. Mathlete,
yeah,
so you got it.
I got it. My excuse is that I'm tired.
That's who got me right there, but unfortunately he didn't make it. A lot of us get pretty tired. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. Oh, there's the step, and actually does get the AA punish.
Desert running in for the Hail Mary 3B, but Zephyr his step G's is just so on point, right? Sidestep G, walk forward G.
Yeah, the amount of time that he's willing to just step G or just like continually step has been crazy. Because like a lot of people will just step and then preemptively hit a button to try and catch whatever vertical they think was coming. Zephyr, no, he's just content with like, yeah, I'm just gonna step G. You didn't do anything. I'll step G again.
Yep, that is what separates the good players from the great players. Not going to be getting counter hit by Verduzanos.
Oh, up against the wall, and yeah, Mathlete knew it was gonna hit up against the wall, so tried to adjust. Unfortunately, didn't work out.
Yeah, there's sometimes the awkward wall hits can cost you. Didn't get hard whip punish, but nice stuff from Mathlete. Going to be solid damage into the soul attack. A nice situation, but Zephyr having none of it. Going to be popping the soul charge, and now Mathlete's life is taken down.
Yeah, that's really gonna have. Oh no! Didn't immediately go into CE. What? Was expecting an RI, I'm sure.
He got RI and he mashed AA. Are you kidding me? That was insane.
That's the read, right? Like you're looking for the opponent to look for RI because RI into CE is such a common and like obvious answer. So, and because that it's such a common and obvious answer on the CE, Mathlete was expecting it, and then that was the I know that you know that I know.
Yeah.
it just came out.
That was a great read from Zephyr. Like, man, the cojones it takes to be like, yeah, I got GI by Evil Keelik and I mashed AA. It's like, wow, absolute incredible gameplay from Zeph.
So I mean, Zephyr gonna be moving on here. Grand finals on the winner's side. Let me just take a look at the bracket real quick. We got, so lower bracket right now is Sly Tiger Zed, Wesley Tex, which is Outlaw. I keep doing that. Every time I read it, I get mixed up. Outlaw versus Florida Man. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. So while we get that queued up, I need personally some water. I'm just like hot off of like a mouth surgery and shit. So my mouth is getting dried up real fast because of the cleaning stuff I have to put in it. So I just need extra water. If you guys can just stick around while we take a break real quick. We'll be back real fast, I promise.
All right, everyone. First of all, thank you all you out there in Twitch land. I'm Chapter 47. You know the voice. And, of course, big thank you to Ebonic Plague and Zubaz for coming out here and commentating our finals tonight. Also, I want to say that we've got some other folks behind the scenes currently. We got Sweet Charles, of course, working the stream, courtesy of Battle Lounge. Thank you as well. We got Ham Jams out here as well, who's been waiting in the wings in case we needed him for anything. Of course, you can go ahead and sponsor him by heading over to the Low Kick online over at smash.gg. It's now in the chat, and you can actually catch some Soul Calibur action over there on the 16th of this month. And they got everything from Melty Blood to Them's Fighting Herds happen over there. So definitely check it out. Low Kick Online 2021. You can see it over there. Beyond that, folks, we're going to get back to the hard-hitting, exciting action upon the stage of history and see whose soul is going to burn for approaching $700 in this match arena pod. If you haven't picked anything up yet, think about doing so. I guarantee you our merch won't suck. Beyond that, I'm going to turn it over to the rest of the folks.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks so much for bearing with us. And just like Chapter 47 had mentioned, make sure to hit up those Matcherinos or anybody else and give them a follow. Because we are hitting in the home stretch. I didn't realize that we were approaching on $700, but we are approaching on $700 in the Matcherino. So, you know, if you guys have any more of those codes to put in there, or if you guys got any free money, you know, that you can give away, you know, if you have the ability, not like if you can't do it, don't do it.
Don't put yourself out.
Yeah, but if you can, you know, the pot bonus would be sick. Because we were running on one of the bigger pots for just for a Quarantine League finals for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be this is an awesome event, right? Almost $700 in the pot, which is fantastic for any event, but for an offline event especially, or an online event especially, it's just absolutely incredible to see. Coming into this next game, we're gonna have Rip City Outlaw versus Florida Man.
Yeah, so I talked about this a little bit prior to us going to break, and this was the match that happened at Wednesday Night Fights this past week, or just this week, right? Where Rip City Outlaw defeated Florida Man to make it into the winners finals versus Rakudo. These two meet a lot before. It's not like there is a clear favorite right this moment between the two, I feel like, but these are probably two of our better players for sure. Big old stage is what that looks like, or was this a small one? Okay, it is Castle Ostenburg.
Yep, there's a
so
large
a lot of running away.
all walled, which do benefit Siegfried. Amazing wall combo potential from this character. A lot of stray hits can lead to a lot of damage. But
6A.
Yeah, a lot of movement options for Hamaru with that amazing back step to run around as well.
Mm-hmm. Already up close right now, just catching the rolls, and then he just backs off. He's got the life lead. He wants to get him near the wall. You have to come to me unless I walk directly into the hurricane.
Yeah, but the back step into the A slide be great with punish from Rip City, right? Just choosing these engagements very well, right? And doing exactly as you said, backing away, trying to choose those engagements, and you have to come to me. But now he just ran up in his face, and Florida Man trying to make the most of it, but that back turn T-fold B gonna deny that pressure.
Oh yeah, super unfortunate right there. And because he saw immediately that Florida Man was going towards the healing unblockable, the one that heals him, he was like, okay, I can't have none of that. And he took advantage of the fact that he was completely negative. Oh, what a twirl timing.
Yeah, great stuff. Goes for the base hold B, force block, trying to add that guard damage on.
Oh, caught the backstep.
Yeah, drops the A plus B counter confirm, try to keep it simple with the B, but unfortunately not nearly as much range.
Yeah, I mean, probably just was unaware that he would be too far away and wanted the Oki instead. Oh, wait, that might be yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Gotta be a little bit more patient on that one, Rip City.
Yeah, he was probably just looking for any sort of attack at all, and was just ready to see it, depending on what it was, but just happened to be the wrong one to catch. And, oh, got away!
There's the confirm with the A plus B. Getting great Oki off of that move as well. You get the pretty much a guaranteed 1K situation afterwards, which is definitely very solid. You kind of just end right in your face.
There's the duck into the A's. So like with the reverse side hold or the side hold mix-ups, we're not really like working out too much for Rip City versus like Sefukai. They're getting a little bit more mileage right now.
Yeah, especially if your opponent is teching into them, then it's fantastic, right? Because now they have to take 50-50, and he gets the 3B.
Drop!
No, doesn't get the 6-6 A plus B.
There's his Rage Burst, Warriors Focus KA. But oh, we caught him on the back. Yeah.
6B trying to move around. Fortunately, Rip City not gonna be able to go anywhere, but still has 2 rounds. Bar meter definitely can close this game out.
6AD is just gonna be able to get the P4, and then yeah, you know the amount of times 1A has hit every opponent that Outlaw has like fought has been kind of massive.
Man, it's making it look like a decent low option, right? I guess it has a string attached to it and everything, so maybe it's better than I give it credit for.
I mean, I'm apparently not giving it enough credit either.
Gonna be popping the soul charge here. Nice whip punish from Florida Man. Going for the mix-up, gets blocked, not ducked though, so he's gonna be able to stay alive.
Yeah, he wants to break his guard right there, and there's gonna be the twirl. Nice block on the low. And
oh, didn't go for the resist impact. And that 4-4B, he got too greedy trying to go for that guard break. Florida Man played it cool, able to get the round.
Soul attack. That's a pretty rare one right there. Just raw soul attack. Usually it's CE stuff for Rip City. But, oh yeah, he is looking for that guard break heavy, and he actually ended up catching him trying to move out of it. Blocking the Warriors focus.
Yeah, dropped the AGA. Unfortunately, you can see a little twitch there. That's what that was. He still has this red guard gauge. Goes for the twirl. Gets it this time. Unfortunately, not getting the wall splat, but gets it with the 4A plus B, and that's going to be a checkmate situation.
Yeah, that was force block, basically. I don't think there was any way you got out of that.
Maybe
I think it was genuine. I think it was genuine force block. Because he was really high up when he got hit by the AGA, but I don't know.
I think, well, tech forward, you recover faster, so that really would have been the only way out. I could have seen tech forward sidestep. Maybe.
Yeah, whatever the case may be, it's a new round, it's a new day. Coming on the back turn, and yeah, he mixed him up on that one for sure. There's the unblockable.
Yeah, so wide.
Yeah, the hitbox is that is one of the only moves I know for sure is actually wider than the actual animation.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
True horizontal.
So like one of the things that you have to do versus that is if you're expecting it immediately, you have to stay on the ground, right? If you're not expecting it immediately and you do get the sidestep, you have to backstep.
Yeah.
You have to get out of the way, not to the side.
It's gonna be hard for Siegfried with that bad backwards movement. Getting the throw, Florida Man goes back into another throw. All right, we got throw loops. Is this Marth? Is he playing melee?
It's not a chain grab, unfortunately, because it's not guaranteed. It just so happened to be like that.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, no Dark Legacy for you, and the teabag. Oh my goodness, the disrespect.
It has begun.
Yep. Challenging the movement option after the 6K.
I mean, there's 2 bars for Rip City, and one thing that we know him a lot for is the whip punish CE. I feel like it's an obvious Siegfried thing that everybody does because they want those stacks. Oh God!
And he clips him on counter hit on the 3rd one. Oh my goodness, he's trying to do mental damage.
He's practicing his squats.
Man, he's just trying to, he's twitch ducking. He's just practicing his twitch ducks. That's all it is.
Stage of history retold.
Okay, stage switch. All right. So there are ring outs on this one. I know he wanted a smaller stage, but I think he was obviously pretty happy with the walls themselves. So this is kind of the compromise, I guess. But you know, random stage is what it is.
And giving that slight momentum shift as well. Any sort of potentially, cooling off his opponent. Definitely always a strategy. Gets him on the mix-up. Getting the just frame this time.
Yeah, the side steps are starting to come into play quite a bit more for Florida Man. He's been getting around a lot of the verticals. Because, like, in the first game that Rip City Outlaw won, you notice that a ton of damage he got was off of launchers. He launched Florida Man almost every round at least 3 times.
Yep, but now he's going for a lot more side movement, is Florida Man. We're seeing Wild Rising Bees whiff like crazy. 3 Bs whiffing like crazy in this game. And delaying the Warriors focus mid. Going to be enough to get the round and the teabag again.
he actually forward tech to recover faster and hit the unblockable before it happened, but it was too far away.
I think that Rip City keeps going for these like instant rising Bs while his opponent is on the ground. It's not really the best OP option. Ace like B is definitely far superior. And I'm interested, like I'd like to know why he's going for it.
Oof, right there, caught him on the mid. Okay, well, I mean, already looking like game point right now. It was real quick, and you know,
Yeah.
I guess Rip City was not looking for the unblockable option and kind of already committed to back tech in the previous round. So that unfortunately, you know, blew him up.
Yeah, because sticking with these verticals is Rip City finally getting a counter hit into the mix-up situation. Floorman tacks into it, unfortunately. Gonna be, you know, giving Rip City the ability to come back into this round, but this Oki Blender with the rage damage tacked onto it. Florida Man gonna be taking it. Oh no, no, it's only 2-1. Never mind. Don't listen to me. He's
Yeah,
gonna be up 2-1.
It has been 3 games, but one of those games was Rip City out, so you gotta remember that part.
Right. Another stage switch coming in.
It's a song switch. You saw that?
Yeah, he needed his theme song coming on. What did he change it to? Do you see?
I know, it was too fast. He frame 1 switched it, so he knew exactly what he wanted to listen to.
Yeah, these players when their menu just frames. So
It's speedrunner tactics.
Yeah.
My menuing is ridiculous. I can't do HDA, but my menuing.
4-way ring swaps coming through.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the stage that Rip City would have wanted, but
Another
it's
huge stage.
yeah, it's gonna be what he has right now, and it's not a strong start right there. He's gonna be able to hit him out of the fake unblockable because I'm pretty sure Florida Man was gonna cancel that one.
Yeah. Definitely a counter hit 6AA. Goes to the 4-4-A plus B, but gets rolled.
He just wake up 2 bead, and that's been the bane of a lot of PNW players so far. It's just like the Oki, they try to do it immediately, and the roll just kind of blows them up.
The Oki options that I'm seeing from Rip City, I don't like a lot of them. Like 4-4-A plus B in that situation is not a real setup. You're trying to go for reverse side hold, it's not great. I'd like to see more A slide B, like in situations that was a combo, but A slide B is a much better option.
Oh my goodness, this you see the patience? That was super good right there. But, okay, that patience might be exactly what Rip City needs, because now that's gonna change up how Florida Man thinks about what's going on.
Yeah, he's playing around right now, Florida Man, though. Okay, he's trying to just bait his opponent. He's trying to frustrate him, but you know, Rip City playing it chill, trying not to let it get it to him. Dropping the combo, going for the NA reset off the counter hit while rising B.
Oh, this again.
Florida Man gave up on the sidestep strat, you know, getting clipped by all of these verticals now, but goes for the earthquake flash into the heavy slash. Oh my goodness, look at this Oki situation, but the bubble. You always got to respect the bubble.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you never know if he's truly gonna go for it, right? It's never a guarantee.
No, it's the threat of it is just so strong.
Yeah, it's really good because like the chip, the regular damage, etc., etc.
Oh my god! What? You just turn around, instant while rising beat. You're insane.
Yeah, he's got 2 bars too. That's something to watch out for. You know, with Punish definitely exists, and yeah, that's great. He backstep. Oh, it's Palomaro backstep though.
Oh, sidestep. Yeah, this and the heavy slash can do a ton of damage, able to get that round. And the teabag, all right. I wonder if Rip City is not even if it's even phasing him. Right?
I mean, both of these two have a pretty interesting relationship in that regard. So.
Who walks out? He's dead. Oh no, man! That is so inconsistent. And
no way.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. The low wall on this stage, right? That 6-6K, 50% of the time just rings out over that wall.
I can't
the camera swap, just taking that away from Rip City Outlaw. That is so unfortunate. Unreal Engine literally just took a game off of Rip City Outlaw. It was like, I don't like this one. Camera swap 90 degrees. No more combo for you. Sorry, friend.
That hitbox too thin, apparently.
Yep.
All right, well, Florida Man's gonna be moving on.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate situation for Rip City. You had that round. It was in the palm of your hand. Unreal Engine says no.
All right, yeah. So let's look at the bracket here. Sly Tiger and Zed. It should be the next matchup. Pleasure will be theirs for being able to fight Florida Man afterwards. Zed versus Florida Man has happened quite often as well. Like those are like the staple like Wednesday night fights, like players that are running into each other a lot are like Florida Man, Zed, and Zefukai, right?
Yeah, definitely strong players, right? Or being able to make it consistently into those top situations. So that experience, you know, if they get there, can play a factor a lot of time, right? You're going to have that pre-match experience going into it. You know, you're going to understand their habits, but sometimes that can be a bane as well, right? If they're able to identify what's not working for them and work on it, sometimes it's like fighting a new person.
Let's see it. Sly Tiger, Zed.
It's going to be battle to close range, but that 10 frame AA coming in for Zhenghua can be annoying sometimes for other close range characters. Like she can challenge in ways that is a lot of other characters can't do, especially the slower characters in the game.
Yeah, that 10 frame A is going to come into play a lot because you're going to, well, that and like stuff like 6A plus B, because you're specifically trying to stop the Talon pressure when it happens.
Yeah. Okay, round one, going into this one, Zed. Okay, the stare down into the 9B. Interesting choice from Fly Tiger, working out for him, but now we're just gonna be resetting neutral.
Oh wow, yo, the jump overs right now paying off quite a bit actually.
Nice whip punish, but
no conversion. That was a bit odd.
Yeah, it looks
maybe been an execution error.
Yeah, looked maybe like it would have been an air hit or something, so maybe that's why Zed didn't convert properly.
Oh, you know, you're probably right. Yeah, because he was probably expecting the same thing, right?
Yeah.
With the throw. Okay, it's the Oki though.
Yeah, okay, the step 2G, just staring him down. Look at his guards flashing red in round number 1, and he loses the round. That can be a bad spot to be in Talon. We're just applying a lot more guard pressure than one would expect.
He got his guard bar back though, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, 6 speed to catch it on the step.
Yeah, but look at, oh, okay, back flashing yellow. You recover a bit between rounds, but it's not your full bar. It's about 20%.
Oh, got the rest of the string. I wonder if maybe he tried a GI and maybe just messed it up.
Yeah, don't know the string extension though, coming in clutch, that soul charge. One of the things with a lot of characters, they get those soul charge strings, and if you're not fully aware of it or not expecting it, you can get clipped.
Soul charge strings, I feel like, catch so many people off guard. Especially for the characters where you obviously don't see a lot of the soul charges. Like I guess X, for example.
Yep. For example, oh, nice punish.
2 bars. Okay, got the hit there, but no full conversion. And I wonder what this 2 bars is going to be used for at this point. Oh, wow. What a call out.
Great AGI, gets a combo knockdown situation. What's the Oki here? Going for the low, gets the 1A lethal hit into the full crush 3A. Soul charge coming in from Sly Tiger right now. Does not want to deal with that Oki situation, and he catches him with the run counter on the horizontal.
Yeah, wow, that was looking like one of those rounds where you could just get away with not having to use any bar whatsoever.
But keeps it clutch, hanging onto the meter, uses it when they need it most.
So first game right there to Sly Tiger, looking real strong through that too.
Yeah. Situation coming in from Zed, side swap, gets the block on the low, but lethal hit.
Great duck under right there, knew the string. Just a bit too far. I mean, still got some Bs, right? I guess that's enough. And then 4-4A is going to be just slow enough because he held it.
Great converting into that situation. There is Zed. The slight delays on timing are just so crucial at the high level of gameplay.
That was just one of those like weird times where you know, you think that the opponent's just close enough. They had been walking forward many a times, and then you get the whip punish because they weren't in. Oh, the wind cannon!
Yeah, speaking of whip punishes, the wind cannon doing so much damage, but Zed not gonna let it phase him. Trying to get this round, trying to establish control, has the ring edge pressure, but just backing away, trying to just reset the engagement, trying to force an option out to the counter hit. gonna do a decent amount of damage coming into this one, and Oki's situation can be very in favor of Zed.
Do you give up?
Yeah, this is one of the things that we talked about one of the last times. We saw Zed in a tournament, did not use the bar on the CE, and it came back to haunt him. Might be exactly what he needed right now, yeah.
And holding out. Unfortunately, that Crybaby was not whiff punish in time. It's super negative on whiff, but you know, you gotta be pretty quick on it.
Yeah, you gotta be ready for it regardless. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't matter how negative or positive you are. If you're not ready to do the thing that's proper afterwards, then it's never gonna matter.
And Crybaby gonna disrupt the Oki, but Fly Tiger not gonna let it get to him. Going immediately back into it.
Crybaby is one of the best anti-airs in the game, which is hilarious.
It's solid.
Ooh, yeah, tried to use the auto jab, but didn't recognize that there was a second hit of the string.
Very unfortunate. Okay, trying to fish something out right now is Zed. Gets the Twitch shock, unfortunately doesn't get the launch.
Oh, okay, yeah, air control. Oh my goodness. Wait. No whiff on that right there. I think Zed was just trying to backdash enough to be able to get a CE whiff punish possibly. But, got him out of the air. Low in the mix-up, the whiff GI, and now Fly Tiger stays alive for the game.
Trying to clean this one up. Nice. Very patient from Sly Tiger getting the whiff punish. Ooh, try to lay it out with the break attack, but is that going to be able to interrupt?
I
Nice.
actually can't believe that whiffed right there.
Yeah, but the counter hit, going to be in the reverse ring out situation. Is Zed going to be able to lock it down and take game number 2?
Yeah, what proper timing right there to be able to make that happen. Super good from Zed to recognize what situation was required to be able to take the W there.
Yeah, but it's very important to understand your win conditions in games, and you saw that Sly Tiger was probably going to be trying to get away. Just got to the counter hit fish on the run counter, and it worked out for him.
What a piece right now. Same stage. Unfortunately, random was not in the favor of Sly Tiger there.
Yeah, it was so random that it chose the same thing.
I'm just telling you, if it was not random, it would take away same stages. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, again, the strings are just killing a Sly Tiger a lot of times. The string awareness is just not fully there.
That's one of the verticals you're gonna have to watch out for. You're gonna see Sly Tiger go for it a ton here, and that's kind of what he's praying about. But finally, the snap!
Just blocking it out, blocking it out, blocking it out. Notice that Zed was trying to mash. Notice that he was trying to contain the movement, and then gets sprung out for his troubles.
Did he just playful stance under the wind cannon? I didn't even know you could do that. All right.
Great. A lot of respect being shown between these players. A lot of run-up guards, but the whiff punish coming in from Sly Tiger.
I feel like we're seeing like a ton of 9Vs from Sly Tiger, and then there's just like run-up guard immediately from Zed, just like trying to not have to deal with it.
Yeah. And doesn't want to get smashed by the mids either, but the wind cannon. Oh my god.
Damn!
Who gave this little girl a gun?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, hey, look, she deserved it. She broke the GI.
This is where
Gonna
it's
get the knockdown here. Zed trying to make something happen in this round. Has a soul charge power up, can potentially do a sizable amount of damage, and has amazing mix-ups in this state.
Yeah, this is one of the first times I've ever seen Zed use soul charge, like actually. That's how you can tell the gravity of the situation. Range Zero is really helping out, and yeah, that's the second time that had been super good for Sly Tiger. He had guessed right that Zed would try to either move or press a button there so many different times.
And has the ring out pressure right now. Gets the counter hit. Fortunately, not in soul charge, not able to get the ring out.
Oh, 2-2A though, catching. I think that was 2-2B from Zed, but just, you know, 2-2A was first.
Yeah, great timing from Sly Tiger, able to counter hit the 2-2B. And then that's one thing nice about SOULCALIBUR is you can just slightly change your timing, and that can have a huge effect on the match.
Oh, there's the duck, but oh wow, just slow enough that he was able to get the transition into sidestep.
Yes, oh, 2-2-8's coming through again. these timings on these T2As for Fly Tiger have just been absolutely incredible the last few games.
Okay, auto GI right there, but nothing afterwards.
Single A going to be able to shut down a little bit of momentum from Fly Tiger, but the Ogi pressure is just too much right now.
Yeah, then the counter hits left and right, trying not to get wrung out. Sly Tiger is getting caught out more often than not, and yeah, trying to press a button right there, but Zed kept it mixed up just enough.
Got the classic two things into the third thing, which is slightly different, adding that on that string extension, gonna get the round.
Yeah, will I do the rest or not? Pressure's now on. Oh, but no, just barely gets away from it. And yeah, full conversion here, mix up. It's gonna be immediate soul charge here from Sly Tiger.
It is great duck though from Zed. He saw that situation in the round previous. He got counter hit by getting hit by the soul charge quake and not gonna let that get to him here. Is this gonna be able to? No.
No, not in time. Super unfortunate for Zed, but Sly Tiger walking away with that. There's the low and caught the backstep.
Yeah, great mix-up situation coming in from Zed.
Game point here for Zed. A super strong sidestep on that one. He's starting to figure out the times to either sidestep or duck. It feels like he's getting into Sly Tiger's momentum.
Yep. Okay, mixing in with the 3A, going in for the mid, trying to catch his opponent ducking, but Sly Tiger not gonna give it to him. Gets the duck on the 9B. It moves very hard to whip punish, so it doesn't get anything.
Yeah, just back off. He's got the life lead, right? So that's why Zed is just totally feeling okay with doing that. But okay, that was meant to be a soul attack most likely. But there's also Oki pressure tools ways that you can use it for Oki pressure.
Yeah, if your opponent stays on the ground, they get clipped with the launch into the critical edge. Zed's gonna be taking that game. The patience is coming through.
Oof, that was strong timing right there. Got the 3B into C, finishing off. So now we are 2-2, and it is close.
Yes, it is. Corner into a stage selection is Sly Tiger, trying to, disrupt that momentum from Zed, give himself some time to think. We have to think about what worked, what didn't work, maybe trying to come into this next one with a little bit of different strategy.
Okay, here. Big stage is big stage. Yeah, it's the big Dorito. All right.
It's the biggest Dorito I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's fucking gigantic. Wow, tipper 3B on that one. It is Marth. Okay.
All right, yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
But, okay, the 4-4A actually ends up clashing right there. Yeah, didn't want to deal with the plus frames, right? Because 4-4A is going to lead to a +2 situation, so instead just kind of tries to attack out. But there, catching out of the reversal edge cancel. And now, Sly Tiger is fighting for Mount Everest at that point, yeah.
The timing swap from Zed has been absolutely incredible the last few rounds. Like getting a lot of just normal hit launchers, right? Catching his opponent either trying to duck, do anything at all, and the timing's just perfect.
Oh, the sidestep transition off of the stance there. He's gonna duck under the untackable. Wow.
Zed's just on fire right now. Just guessing right in so many of these mix-up situations.
It's funny too, because like earlier on in the day, you talked about how that was Tipper again. I'm sorry.
And playing melee.
Earlier on in the day, you specifically talked about how Sly Tiger can sometimes fall into a bit of a flow chart on the offensive pressure, right? And it feels like Zed is bringing out that psychiatry and and figuring that out.
Taking advantage of your opponent's bad habits is a very important part of fighting games, and Zed showing exactly why that is.
Alright, immediate use of one of the 2 bars here.
Trying to make something happen. Needs to stay alive. Needs this round to stay in this tournament.
The Wall Rising B is going to pay off dividends, though, for Zed. Got the pressure on right now. RI, but there's the step. Not going to get a whole lot out of it, but at least doesn't have to deal with offensive pressure anymore. Well, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, soul charges out of the mix-up on the string. This is still potentially a huge comeback opportunity for Sly Tiger, but Zed just going in with the string mix-ups and just backing away. Doesn't want to risk getting whiff punished by the wind cannon.
Yeah, it's a bit much. But okay, back escape on the command grab. Yeah, she was back turned, so the RE comes out. Oh, but yeah, you get the cannon there. 6-6B was ready to meet you, and Zed is gonna finish it off on that one.
Yeah, you saw Slide Hiker. In the first couple games, going for that jump back, wind cannon, whiff punish, but Zed playing a little more compact at the end and not gonna let that happen. Chases him down with the 6-6B and moving on in the lower bracket.
Yeah, so Slide Tiger is going to be taking, that is tied for, is that tied for 7th? Yeah, tied for 7th. So, I mean, it's pretty strong placing, going through the whole season of Quarantine League just to be able to make it there. I think that's pretty good. So now it's going to be Zed versus Florida Man. And this is a matchup we have definitely talked about many a time on many a West Coast event.
It is, and that is going to be into our loser semifinals. The winner of this is going to fight Mathlete, and then the reward for winning in the lower bracket finals is Zephyrkai waiting in upper bracket.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Sitting pretty as he is wont to do a lot of times.
He's got the hair, he's got the eyebrows, he's got the muscles ready to go. He's sitting up there on the throne, waiting.
A quick interruption here from Chapter on this. I did want to point out to folks that don't know that whoever wins this match is officially in the money. Whoever loses it will just fall shy of it. And right now, the minimal payout is for third place, $70, while first place is going to walk away with a smoking $420.90 for right now.
We were so close. We were so close.
We're very close. If you've got money you want to put in now, go for it, because whoever wins this match, everyone that's left is in the money. Thanks.
$70. That's like a solid couple nights of some decent takeout. Right?
I mean, if that's the priority, yeah.
Hey man, food's on my mind right now. What can I say?
Well, hey, if it's like the Hot Dog Man's Twitch, if you guys ever watch John Nitty's Twitch, he has the big dinner donation at the bottom left. That would definitely exceed the big dinner.
I mean, if you're more frivolous, like that's a couple nights, or you can get some nice takeout. You can eat like a king, or maybe like a duke because you got third. Like that's still pretty good.
All right, before we get into this match, I'm just going to say, exclamation point, Matcherino. If there's any more free codes, if there's any more kindness in your heart, this is the time. As we get here into loser semifinals right now, Florida Man versus Zed.
Let's get into the Palmaro versus Zhonghua. And Florida Man doing a lot of work. I like that he's adapting into the throws more as he's gotten into this event. Throws, great tool, makes your opponent want to duck. It's a I-18 horizontal unblockable high. They're just great.
Stuck up against the wall, though. Really trying to step his way out, but, I mean, he's taking more damage from it.
Has the Warriors Focus mix, though, backing away, slightly trying to reset the engagement. Ooh, but the string extension in rage. But not going to be able to do anything about the reverse ledge.
Yeah, reverse ledge, white call right there for Zed. 6B Warrior Focus. Okay, just gets the knockdown, though.
Ooh, dodge through the projectile. That super tech crouch. Amazing.
I don't think it's tech. I feel like it was just on the side of it, but I would need like the bird's eye view camera. Like,
get up the Z-axis coming in, but the Florida Man coming in, popping the rage explosion early. All right.
Not the untechable grab, so Zed was actually able to get out on that one. But oh, there it is, Isen.
Wow.
Yeah, just catching steps.
Right.
This is what it means to be a warrior.
Florida Man, that resource is gone though, so those strings that we saw earlier are no longer be there.
Trying to catch him slipping with the duck there, but no dice. And yeah, he tried DPA just to be able to get that ring out if he could.
Trying to be a little bit too cheeky right now, backing away, trying to go for the whiff punish opportunity. Doesn't get anything.
Yeah, while Stalwart right there just stood and blocked for as long as he possibly could, eventually forcing Zed to just kind of walk away, and now away from the ledge.
Yep, now we're range 0. Zhonghua definitely gonna have the advantage here. Much faster character at this range, but going for the unblockable. Oh no!
It's time. Oh, and that's wall hit too.
Yep. Ooh, delays, fake, and stomp. Check your toes.
The 6A plus B auto GI though, gonna get the hit.
Yeah,
And now he's gonna have.
Wait,
Oh,
he didn't get he opted for the teabag. Is this gonna be?
this is the final form.
Right. Nice.
Teabags him.
Alright, we're not even going for Oki, man.
Yeah. Wait, well, I mean, you know what that shows me though is that Florida man's completely unfazed by the teabag, right? So like,
Yeah.
he's just good to go. Like,
Yeah. Can't teabag a teabagger. They're immune.
oh man, so many 2As just paying off. Yeah, and, wow, he didn't even get a big punish from that. He's just 2A, just 2A over and over again.
It's about sending a message.
It definitely feels like it for sure. I don't know if that message was received though. There was definitely some cell tower interference. The vaccine did not get administered, and there was no 5G in his bloodstream.
Just kidding.
No, definitely not. Straight to voicemail with that one. Zez said, I will call you back later. I need to win this round.
I mean the meter disparity though is kind of here though. I feel like if maybe Florida man stops trying to send messages, it might be very difficult for Zed to be able to work around that.
Walk up to the front door like that with these heavy slashes into these throws. The stare down, the delay into the launcher critical edge.
That should finish it off right there if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Enough damage to take that one. Game number 1 going to Florida man.
Worked up a good sweat.
Whew. Yeah, for a second there I was wondering how badly that was going to come back to haunt him. And it didn't, luckily for Florida man. I mean, Zed at least tried to take advantage of it for sure, but just take a deep breath right now, looking like she's trying to ice Florida man down.
Florida man is just dancing around with the options he was going for. All right, there we go.
Oh, you know, I mean, Zed hadn't picked yet, right? So he can just kind of scroll through whatever. Oh, is it a song change? All right, what's he got? I'm trying to watch. Oh, okay, he's definitely doing this for his own nerves. I've done this many a time where you just cycle through stuff just to get yourself to slow down. This is really common for that.
All right, there we go. Trying to ice his opponent after that round or that game win. Is it a strategy? Yes. Is it an honorable strategy? Well, that's for you to decide, chat. Let me know.
In my book, everything is honorable. I don't give a shit.
It's a viable strategy, all right?
Like, the game lets me do it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's like taunting, right? It's a viable strategy.
Teabagging, viable.
Yep. Oh,
the back
reset.
That is one of the mix-ups available to Hawamaru, but the problem is, you know, if you try to duck there, he does have the ability to also launch you with the mid. So, you know, you really have to, you just have to guess right. There's really no, I don't think there is an option that covers everything all at once. I could be wrong.
I think it's a true 50-50, because it's like very plus. You can't do much.
Up against the wall, the unblockable, yeah. That's just another one of those situations where when you step, you do have to backstep. You don't have a choice after you step side,
Yeah.
right? It's really unfortunate. The hitbox is super dumb, but that's just how it's gonna be.
Until we get season 3, that's how it is.
Okay, BB to interrupt the stance.
Gets to the game. What's the mix-up? All right, doesn't go for the mix-up. Just goes for the guaranteed.
Oh, nice. Yeah, use the stance to be able to get under the throw. That's going to put him in rage, though, so he does have a chance to be able to make a comeback here.
Yep, huge damage potential. Hawamaru, just incredible damage when he's in rage.
Yeah, 2B is already a really strong button. Oh, solar attacking your neck. What did it catch?
God.
I'm watching the replay real quick. He was in the middle of stance. Okay. He actually couldn't do anything about that.
Good use of that meter. Securing rounds. Meter is always okay when it wins rounds. The jump back? Alright, he's disrespecting right now.
Mad disrespect. Okay, +2. Just goes for the RE, but that's going to get blown up, yeah. He's like starting to catch his timings quite a bit. Zed is incrementally changing it up just enough.
Yeah, it was a disrespect coming with the uppercut from Florida Man. Goes to throw again. but Zed backs up out of it. Doesn't get a huge whip punish, so Florida Man okay with that situation.
Yeah, well, the low's not going to fully connect, but yeah, he knew the full crouch 3A string and just remained ducking, was able to get the 2B into Ronin cancel, finishing it off right there.
Yep, and I think Zed, I think this is kind of getting a little bit too, getting to him a little bit with these taunts and these disrespects, because he had the block, right, and he didn't spend the meter on the critical edge. So that could be maybe he didn't expect the whole situation, but little tiny things getting on your nerves, things that you're thinking about, you're trying to prove that you're trying to prove your opponent wrong, and those can play you.
Oh no, same mix-up right there. Big damage just to start it out, and yeah, he tried to hit the 6-6K just to be able to get the wall splat. He's gonna get it this time!
Oh,
But
no,
yeah, it was just a bit off axis. I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, just playing a patient though. Florida Man just trying to get slowly away from his ring edge, doesn't want to commit to anything too heavy and potentially get wrung out.
Okay, yeah, that's a super hard move to punish for sure. I can't blame you for missing that one. He already comes out though. Oh yeah, he tried to get the weapon counter.
Hit 2A though, gonna secure it. He got the tech trap with the 2B after the earthquake slash, but it's alright. Keeping it clutch. 2As, they save lives.
GI in the string right there. Waited long enough, got the heavy slash.
He did. Oh, nice back step into the whip punish from Zed. OT situation gets blocked from Florida Man. I got some mix-ups of my own with the 4-4-A. Oh my gosh, he leaned over like Neo from the Matrix.
Oh, wow, duck under 4-4K on top of that. Zed just pulling it out just when it's required. And just as he's trying to get that back command grab, the 3B.
Wow. Zed managing perhaps to find his composure and not going to let all this get to him. And maybe it happened a little bit, but it's all right. He has the experience.
He got his bar. That's really good.
That's a huge boon for Zed, taking away that meter.
Heavy slash, and you only get a mix up off that after the lead split. So you really got to be privy to it. And Zed was right there, but now he's pushed up against the wall. That is not already safe.
No, it's not. You had the delay on it, but unfortunately attacked into it. And now you have the soul charge coming through. That lethal hit and gave him the meter to have this situation.
Look at this Warriors focus mix up. He's at the wall. That's such a scary position to be in right there. And there's the TP. Did that tech crouch under the K?
Yeah, it did. That was a crazy call out.
I wonder if that was even meant to be a call out or if he was just doing it. Like,
you know what? He's just been doing it all tournament long, and you know what else has been happening all tournament long? People getting hit by that unblockable.
yeah, when you're not like ready for it at the get-go, it doesn't matter if you know the exact option to beat it. You're sometimes just screwed, right? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I love it. Like he won the game like in his own eyes. I think at that point he's just like, you know what? I did it. I stopped the unblockable.
He gave himself he mentally gave himself $70 coming in.
Oh, big damage. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, rage burst.
Yep.
He's just holding guard. The B and then the B again.
Classic mix-up. Cancel move in the mid. It works every time except for when it doesn't.
Yeah. All right, so that is going to be Florida Man moving on to losers finals here.
Yep.
And the unblockable, as usual, paying off hardcore for Almaro.
Yeah, you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. That's what Florida Man did by sending a message with all of those unblockables. Now, how his opponents are going to fare later on, hard to say. Right? He needs to get past Mathlete to even be able to get to Zephyr Kai, who is in that upper bracket final. Working into this lower bracket final, Mathlete versus Florida Man. How are you feeling about this one?
Yeah, so this is actually one I really, really wanted to see. I'm super excited about this because, like, Florida Man has been, for a hot minute now, probably our best player, right? Or at least the one who has been most consistently placing the highest. Whether or not, you think Outlaw might be better or whatever, Two Swords, those players have not been consistently placing as well as Florida Man, right? Mathlete is the up-and-comer of the scene. showed up even after I showed up, and I'm new to SOULCALIBUR with 6, right? So it's like he is even younger in the competitive scene for this, as far as I know, than I am. So the fact that he has already kind of done this once before, because he's the one who put Florida Man in the losers bracket, by the way. Yeah. Is the really like interesting thing, and I'm loving seeing the growth from Mathlete, because I mean I don't know, it seems weird for me because like I've talked him up literally every tournament. I have been on his D every single tournament for God knows how long at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy to see him versus Florida Man in a situation where he has had the upper hand prior.
Yeah. Now, one thing to consider is Florida Man is a very emotional player. When he's feeling himself, he's playing fantastic. Now, when he's in his own head, when he's kind of playing tilted, his quality of play plummets. But right now, he just came off of a clutch win. Not even clutch, right? Like dominant win versus Zed. So he's going to be riding that high coming into this one. And he just opens it up with the projectiles.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that assessment is correct. Like Florida Man, when he is feeling himself, I am hard pressed to find some people who beat him. Like I've seen him beat Zephukai on his highs before, and that's like his demon, right? So oh, the 4K!
Right, these are the reads, these are the call-outs. Now this is a Florida Man that is feeling himself. Earlier on in the bracket, maybe not so much.
That was the first back turn K that existed, and it was immediately punished.
Yep. Florida Man riding this dome. Mathlete not gonna let it get to him though. He's trying to play this neutral with the back step coming in. Gets the 2-2A. Not gonna be confirming anything, but still trying to deny any sort of movement options.
Ooh, there's the step, but no full punish right there. Yeah, he was expecting the second hit of Shoulder Charge, and now he's at the wall. Big damage here. Like caught the wall with the heavy slash.
Oh, catches the back step. Actually good damage. We are seeing so much like this is the first time you've seen this in this set, and I'm already showing you that I know how to counter it.
That's wild. I can't believe he went for the reset there too, on top of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ooh, gets the back step. Unfortunately, a little late on the whip punish. Doesn't get anything. Goes for the run-up throw.
Okay, makes up potential. No, it just goes for straight damage at this point.
Yeah.
I guess now that I think about it, he has back turn K, right? Like it's mad scary to try and go for mix up. But he got the lethal hit.
Soul Charge going to be coming through for Mathlete, trying to make a big comeback happen, but the horizontal catching is the run counter, and he's just living on a pixel right now. All he needs is one hit, put the 6B into the attack grab.
Alright. Oh no. Oh, this is a scary situation. He is at the wall, but Evil Keelik has ran out. He had no more health to play with, and yeah, 6B is going to catch the whiff GI.
Yeah, great stuff from Florida Man. Just that slight delay. That's what we've been talking about, right? That's why they work. You just mix up your opponent with nothing but timing.
Sometimes timing is all you really need at that point, because like the opponent has been conditioned for so long, and now their conditioning has been used to great effectiveness. Oh, that was weird.
The conditioning coming in. He's got to have great conditioning. Like, have you seen that hair? Nice. As a man that knows a lot about conditioning.
It is weird how much volume Halomaru gets. Like, it is downright impossible.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, my hair always slicked back, so it doesn't look very long, but when I have nothing in it, it's like kind of a little bit of like craziness, but like nothing like Halomaru. Like, that's crazy, man. This man have like, he's got to run a bee farm or something, just like wax like crazy, man. No way that's natural. No way. Impossible.
Sorry, I'm not a big, I'm not big on the story mode of Sam Show, so I don't know. Maybe they explain it there.
It's actually not sake in that court. It's honey.
Yeah, I mean, shit. So he's not a murder hobo that's drunk all the time. He's just a murder hobo that is basically Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Second game coming in. We got the burrito. Oh, beautiful 2-2. He misses the 4-4K though.
That's 4-4K. Yep. Okay, coming in though. Hopefully he doesn't let it get to him. Nice, gonna get the counter hit into the jump B. Trying to go for the Oki situation, but Keelik's Oki is always kind of sus.
He's trying his best. Oh, okay, the step on the shoulder charge. Yeah, I mean, he's basically in a check situation. The entire moveset is a mix-up now, and it's gonna be real difficult for Florida Man to be able to get out of that.
It is. Oh, jumping over with the 6-6K slide B, getting that tech jump coming in clutch.
Plus frames right there. No bite though from Florida Man. He just kind of chills.
Okay, goes with the grab mix-up on the block.
Oh man, yo, he is angry.
Yeah, I mean, just applying this guard damage, like, that's gonna be a lot.
2B into DPA, and then, yeah, I mean, 6B out. He's gonna get a little bit of that guard stamina back, but goddamn. Like,
Yeah, he's probably around half, probably, in terms of guard break. Around this point, it's gotta be.
no, nothing's flashing, so he's not in the yellow.
Yellow doesn't have it until, like, what, like 60, 70? 70, I think.
Well, my point is, it's not been as much guard damage as, like, as it kind of looks. But, yeah, beautiful. Just backstep, right? Just take away the soul charge's, like, strength by making it so that he takes a bunch of damage from his own soul charge.
Yeah, it is. That's a great strategy. And adding that extra little bit of chip damage, yeah, he had to pop out of there because zoning would have just been deteriorating his life bar.
The launch? Oh, it didn't matter if it was ring out or not. That was just straight death.
Yeah, it was. Okay, Mathlete trying not to let anything get to him. He has the round advantage, meter advantage slightly in Florida Man's favor, but the patience from Mathlete right now, he's changed the pace up.
Yeah, he's also made Florida Man stop, like, teabagging people, which is kind of important.
Yeah, but the momentum shift can also be incredibly good for Mathlete, right? He's taking away that hot streak from Florida Man is super beneficial.
Yeah. Rage right now, not a whole lot of life. Ooh, that could have been a potentially bad whiff if he was able to capitalize on it, but Soul Charge comes out.
Yep. It goes to plus frames. Backing away is Florida Man! Didn't get anything else
Burst.
on. Ooh,
And yeah, I mean, it was basically one of those, like, Rage Burst was looking for a Hail Mary, and so 2A is real strong at containing because he's not punishable after if he blocks the 2A, so it's really not a big deal.
No, it's not, right? It's a safe option to go for it. Caught the sidestep in that situation. Very low risk, but when your life is that low, you don't need a lot of damage, right? You don't need a big play. You just need to hit your opponent.
One apiece right now, while raising B, already paying off dividends for Mathlete.
Yeah, it's been doing great things for him all tournament long. Like I said, he's using his plus frames as well. Not even always to just apply an attack. He's trying to just reset this neutral situation, change the spacing up, and all right, getting the back hit.
Oh wait, okay. Yeah, sorry, I had mixed the two games up, and I was like, wait, is that lethal hit 3B? But no.
So though Mathlete can be having the advantage here, taking away the momentum from Florida Man.
Oh, he actually tried to weapon catch that. Interesting. Yeah, he was clearly looking for Monument A, but
Counter hit, knockdown situation, going to the low. Ooh, what? The sidestep into the break attack. That was crazy.
I don't ever see that break attack from Halamarus, but okay, Monument, lethal hit. It's the mix-up time off Soul Attack. Is it Soul Charge? No, he just 2-8, yeah.
2-wave of his own to secure rounds. So as we mentioned, great way to just tack on a little bit of damage in a very safe way.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Florida Man pretty much has no fear. Doesn't care if he lives or dies, right? So even with the small amount of health versus Evil Keelik, just willing to take the gamble. And you have to take the gamble sometimes. Like, you really don't have a choice a lot of the times when you're playing fighting games.
You know, Soul Charge, though, going to try and take his advantage back. Doesn't care about the negative frames and reset the neutral situation. Nice tuck, but unfortunately, the Monument K going to be jumping over.
Wow, his foot actually caught him up at the top. He was trying to Earthquake Slash, but it didn't work out. And wow, Keelik didn't know which way was west.
Yeah, that was...
My man got turned around.
I love Unreal Engine. My favorite engine.
staying outside of the 1A range, but there's the Abare just trying to challenge out, and okay, immediate soul charge, trying to get back into the offensive pressure. Earthquake slash. Again. Oh, 2-1. Okay.
Nice. Get the soul tag. Ooh, 16. Yep, the tag throw doing so much damage in soul charge.
Yeah, was not expecting the second hit of the string, and that was one of the rare moments where you can block that move high. So the low part of the string was just slightly off axis, I guess, and he was just able to block it. That's interesting.
We take those.
Yeah, on the string here. RI again, and now he's stepping, and oh my goodness, math.
Great way punished. Okay, rage explosion coming through from Florida Man, putting all the resources in one basket.
So smart right there. He still hit him and went for the Warriors focus into untechable regardless of that fact. Knockdown. He sent his prep. Oh, no punish though.
Yeah, one of the hardest things, but Ethan has like no animation on startup. You just got to get the blocks done. Doesn't get anything out of it, but able to clutch out the round win anyway. Match lead 2-1 versus Florida Man in lower bracket finals.
Yeah, determines if what is second place split on this?
Like, gotta be over $100 at least, right?
Yeah,
like 120.
probably, yeah, because it's 400 plus for first place, right? So like, it determines whether you're getting the big dinner or the really big dinner for multiple nights.
Yeah, like, are you adding on the spring rolls or no, right? The answer's always had on the spring rolls, but like, whether or not they're paid for by the tournament winnings is a different question. But you always get the spring rolls.
If you're white, it's whether or not you're adding extra guac. Calling out white people. Calling out white people.
Hey man, I'll have you know that guac is very spicy.
Oh god. All right. Well, I got what I wanted out of this tournament. I'm done. Thanks, guys.
All right, we're back at characters like Florida Man.
Okay.
Picking the wrong. All right, so I did so much research in like everything for WUFL on this character to have him not picked at all. A lot of people are scared of this character because he's new, has a lot of strings, and they're really hard to deal with, especially because there's not a lot of experience against the character. So this is potentially a great pick for Florida Man.
Yeah, well, I mean, this has kind of been his secondary pick versus Zefukai a lot of the time when he's just been unable to take him down. And this is kind of the same here, I guess. Mathlete has just shown, right? Now, the thing about Florida Man's Huang is that there has been a lot of discussion about how negative he ends up getting.
Yeah.
Not going to say whether I think it's good or bad. It happens a lot.
Yeah, very complex character, a lot of ways to play him, and we're gonna see how Florida Man does it, stepping all the way around, getting the wall splat. Not a ton of damage off the situation, but in the mix-up, right, that's where it's hard.
That was a super good duck right there, but doesn't get the full thing, and yeah, that's gonna be lethal hit city. 4-4K, jump on him.
And then the hard part is about Huang, right? You spend these resources, and like you take a little bit of damage for being just -1, and the more negative he is going to the second round, the more life he loses. And at -9, he loses pretty much half life.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see if that even comes into play at this point. Losing that small amount of life was not really a big deal, but yeah, there's the wall rising again and again. Critical Edge came out, so that means it's gonna take it away. That was probably the best timing for a soul charge.
Yeah, great stuff from Florida Man. Nice, maybe getting the challenge, but one of the weaknesses of Huang is he can't really do a ton in terms of plus frame situations. 2A is pretty much the best one.
Oh, he's -7 at this point though, with no way to really get the penalty back. Yeah, this next round is gonna be real scary.
Yeah,
watch
look at this. Oh. Like a fifth of his life.
Yeah. I mean, he's got bar, right?
Yeah.
I guess maybe Soul Charge Iron Will, right? Like that's the only thing I can think of he might go for, but he's a bit too close. Oh no, rejuvenation. Okay, yeah, all right.
And it gets resolved in fly stance, break attack, great approach tool.
He's out of Soul Charge at this point. Pretty much all the stops have been expended, and yeah, that's gonna do it. He Soul Charged last round. That's that lethal hit. Mathlete taking it 3-1 over Florida Man.
Yeah, great stuff. Mathlete, unfortunately, the Huang pick not going to be working out for Florida Man, and Mathlete going to be moving on into the finals of this event, where his opponent Zefukai is waiting for him. Of course, Zefukai in the upper bracket, so he has to lose two. Is it what we doing, first to 3 for grand finals, or is it we doing first to 5?
I'm just gonna assume it's first to 3. So
Cool. So you would have to lose 2 of them in order to lose this event, as where Zefukai needs to only win 1 to win the event. So definitely an advantage to Zeph going into this one. And as we saw earlier, he did pretty well versus I believe him and Mathlete played earlier.
It was the winners finals, yes.
Yeah, winners finals, right? So
it was 3-0 in Zefukai's favor, but there was at the very beginning it felt like Mathlete had a handle on it, and then Zefukai has like this thing that he always does versus people, where he gets them into a last round for them situation, and he knows that they're desperate, and he just turns on the gas. He hits that amp up to 11, and he just never stops. And the same thing kind of happened versus Mathlete right there. It's almost guaranteed to happen every last round, where somebody just barely like gets close to beating Zefukai, and then Zefukai's like, all right, complete change up, full on the gas, and you're not ready for the style switch.
Yeah, Zefukai, he gets in this position where he maybe he's in down bad, right? He's not doing so great in that last round position, but he looks down at his chest, and tattooed across it is his own name, Zefukai. And he goes, "All right, I'm Zefukai. I got this."
Could you imagine the flex? Like,
I mean, he has that, right?
I don't know.
He has Zefukai across his chest.
Okay,
like Johnny Cage.
I'm sorry. I have not looked at Zefukai's chest very often. Apparently, I need to. But
you need to. You should. And you would know the lore.
This is my fault. Okay. This is my fault.
Well, you thought this was a bit? No, this is real life.
I'm just saying it's my fault. I'm agreeing with you that I fucked up on this one. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'm excited for this one. Grand finals. For a lot of money on the line. This event has been an absolute pleasure. Also, let us know after this event what you guys thought about the entire top 8. I guess it's top 9. But the whole event being first to 3. Do you guys like this format? Do you like it more the other way? Let us know. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know in the Twitch chat. But going into this, Zhonghua versus Keelik.
The other thing I really have to point out is, because this is grand finals, this is your last few chances to get in those Matcherino codes to make those donations happen and get these top 3 players, their big payouts. Also, check out the merch at falcianftc.com if you guys want to support the community here in PNW specifically as well. But yeah, without further ado, here it is, grand finals.
Let's get into it. Nice. I like taking that frame advantage from is Mathlete. We don't normally see him go for the immediate frame trap after that Monument K, but trying to get some adaptations in.
Yeah, well, there it is. Back turn K gets punished, but immediate Monument again.
Yeah, great stuff coming in from Mathlete, trying to make the most of this Oki situation with the Crybaby. Just going to deny Oki.
There's immediate tech right there after the GI with.
Nice.
Wow, the forward Ukemi was immediate. I wouldn't have been ready for that either.
And completes the string on the BBB. Nice stuff from Zefukai, mixing up the situation.
Get the launch. Yeah. I can't believe how fast that recovered. That was perfect for Zefukai at that point. Yeah, he's gonna connect though.
And 3B, okay. Into the soul attack, nice situation, but Zefukai, he wakes up with the AA again. We've seen him do that before, and it's working out so well for him.
Yeah, he just, again, has a big read on people's time. Exactly like that right there, right? Knew that he could roll, stay on the ground, not have to deal with the Oki. And again and again, it's paid off dividends for Zefukai. Not just the rolling Oki, but like recognizing what somebody is going to do when they have their plus frames. He has mixed it up so much thanks to that rolling Oki that he can press buttons with impunity because the opponent thinks, oh, he's not going to do anything.
Yeah, and Great use of the Soul Charge CE on the -16 block punish. Not gonna do enough to kill, but it has a huge life lead.
Yeah, this is it's a hard match to make up at this point. But
It's doable.
He's at the
No
ledge,
way.
too.
No way. No way. Oh, the air control saving his life, but the critical edge gonna get the punish. No, not gonna get the punish.
Just too late. I can't believe that. That was -12 too. It's one of those things where like you have to know exactly when the block stun ends to press the button. Otherwise, you're kind of boned.
Ooh, got the duck, but stands back up into it a little bit too early on the stand up.
Ooh, was looking for the GI after the duck, I guess, because he just immediately went for that A+B. No dice on that though. There it is.
That's a knockdown situation, but the sidestep, not gonna get anything out of it on the whiff punish attempt.
Wait, did he actually do something after the guard impact monument? No, okay, gets the lethal hit though. Good damage here. Also, look at the meter build from that. Just the one lethal hit.
He gets the 1A, but the back tech and deny all of the Helix Oki there. Wow, that was insane timing.
Dude, I don't know what it is about Zefukai's 3Bs, but they have just been hitting at the tip almost every single game we've seen. I feel like he's gotten one every single game of every set.
Yeah, and he's working in the full crouch 3B, which I believe he used at the end of that round there. Have a little bit more range, slower, but that timing, right? If you get that instant, it's pretty quick.
Oh, that's a way to start for sure. Duck under lethal hit.
That's crazy. What a call out. Going for damage. Catches him with the run counter on the 3A into the Okizeme situation. And look, his opponent is just stand guarding like crazy.
Yeah, that should do it right there for sure. Perfect to start at the second game. Yeah, this is kind of how the winner's final set was going. Was like Mathlete started out super strong, right? And then it fell downhill as it gradually went on during the set.
That's what Zefkai. He's still going for like this kind of like bait and punish strategy, right? Slight box steps into launch attempts. Mathlete slowly closing it out and cleaning it up, but Zef also an amazing adapter.
Okay, well, there's the step on that. Yeah, not a natural combo, but I mean, yeah, he's still gonna get damage. I think probably he thought it was gonna counter hit since it was a whiff.
Yeah.
2-1-4 is not gonna help out, but the AAA full string because it hit on the run counter.
Yep. A great tool to have is that natural counter hit combo on an AAA.
Oh wow, actually catches the 2-2B. All right, he's guessed wrong on this several times. Yeah, so he was just kind of backing off. He was like, I'm not going to deal with that 10 frame A. 6B, just get as much damage as possible on the attack throws. Yeah, disrespect on the 6B. Behold.
Crazy call out from Mathlete. I guess he knew that like he would have had to make something happen because of the block punish opportunity, right?
Oh,
blow up. Combo drop. 9B gets the whiff punish afterwards. Crazy stuff.
That was mad spaghetti everywhere. What was
this nice duck?
Okay. And then yeah, because he was up against the wall, it was basically a Nukemi trap after that.
Yep. Okay, 2 bars of meter coming from Zefkai, so any sort of light block punish is going to be probably absolutely destroyed by critical edge, but the soul charge gonna get the knockdown. String extensions now available for Zefkai and more damage potential. All right, going in with the string mix-ups.
Oh, that had to have been an accident. Super unfortunate right there for Zefkai. Uses the meter, but like he's so far ahead in life right now. No bar used here for Mathlete. Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh my goodness. He's got just enough time on this soul charge that he's got a couple more mix-ups possible. Yeah, he was like, I will die to Crybaby. I have to be very careful. But the run up 2K to finish it off.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate situation for Mathlete. That critical edge goes off. Fortunately, Mathlete doesn't block it. Stands up, goes for the block punish lethal hit, but because he didn't block it, it was a whiff punish. But it was too late to even get the whiff punish. So at that point, it's just spaghetti, and you have to try and make the most of the situation. Unfortunately, Zefkai just kept it solid. Potential last game situation going into the same stage. Zephykai up 2-0 right now.
Yeah, right there. Okay, just immediately goes for reversal edge. Doesn't want to deal with the B6 lethal hit.
Now I understand.
Blocks
His-
and yeah.
A knockdown situation, runs up in his face, got the Twitch duck out of the way, and then delays the throw option. Great conditioning.
Crybaby to stop the Oki again. But, oh, he's got the knockdown. This is potentially really scary for Zephykai, but he just runs in. He's going to be able to deal with the monument right there. The B's not helping. Oh, but he caught him on the step.
Yeah, the 3A is such a great tool from Zhonghua. Low, horizontal, can go into stance, but it's just great for catching your opponent off guard.
Oh, duck under, but no punish right there. That's so unfortunate because like wall rising B duck punishes are like the staple of Aquila game plan, right?
Nice, challenging with that AA. Zephykai with the jump B, gonna connect for Mathlete, but Zephykai dancing around, gonna get the whiff punish. Soul Charge gonna take his turn back, has the +8 here, and Mathlete tried to press, but that +8, the Soul Charge Quake on hit is +8, so I cannot do anything there, unfortunately.
I mean, you can if they do a 40 frame move.
Alright, he didn't do a 40 frame move.
But yeah, Zephykai just taking advantage of everything. And this is what we were talking about a little bit earlier, was that Zephykai, he turns on the gas. The second you think you have a chance to be able to make this comeback, no dice whatsoever. He has just been running for it. That was the most backing up he has done so far. Like,
Yeah.
Soul Attack comes out, and yeah, Soul Charge immediately. Don't want to deal with this. We're going to fight.
Yeah, it doesn't complete the string. Great awareness from Zephykai. Pops it there. Okay, nice punish coming in from Athlete. Soul Charge Helix is never out of it until he's dead. Oh, nice stuff from Zephykai. Gonna be taking it. 3-0 versus Mathlete. I really liked all of the slight delays that Zephykai was doing in this set. It really paid off. He had slight delays into throws, into lows, and it was just overwhelming Mathlete. Like, he was constantly changing up what he was doing, just ever so slightly. Like, these slight changes building up and just getting him a little bit more damage every single time. And it's just absolutely fantastic to watch.
Being able to contain Zephykai, even when he's like not changing up his timing, is incredibly difficult, right? That is somebody who understands being able to box step super well, so that you can't really contain him, and then he starts to change up his timings on the offense, and now you're running into the issue of not being able to contain him and his movement, and he's just mixing you up left and right, getting you several different counter hits. You know, when he had done mid 16 different times in a row, it is now finally the low. Starting to recognizing your own movement on top of that. It is just a cavalcade of things just cascading down on you and making it impossible to deal with a lot of the time.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely an amazing tournament overall. I really was just happy to be a part of it. I was to thank you so much, Chapter, for inviting me on for commentary. Bonic Plague, it was a pleasure to do this event with you. Finally, we did an event together. Right?
Yeah, it took quite some time. It took the stars aligning and the planets.
Yeah,
it's just
So-
coming together.
months of preparation and everything. It was just absolutely awesome. Looking forward to doing it again sometime. Yeah, Chapter, you want to... Actually, Bonic, do you want to say anything before we go? I guess.
Well, I just want to talk about how that match Reno got up to $885. I want to thank everybody in the chat and, you know, watching the tournament, anybody who contributed in any way, shape, or form, whether it be the free 50 cents or an actual donation of any amount of money. We appreciate it regardless in any way, shape, or form. I also got to talk about, of course, Faustian FGC, which is one of the people running this, obviously, Chapter 47, runs a merch page, and you can check out the merch. It's one of the shirts that I am wearing, the My Hand shirt right here. One of the most comfortable shirts I have ever worn. But when you buy any of the merch that is on that website, it helps out PNW's Soul Calibur scene immensely. So I'd appreciate it if you could do that, because I love the scene and I would like to see it prosper and continue to grow.
Yep, definitely. Their merch is fantastic. I can also attest to its quality, so make sure you support them, because not only are you supporting them by buying their merch financially, it goes right back into the community, and you're supporting yourself by looking great, right? Everyone's going to notice, like, where'd you get that shirt? You can tell them, I got it at FaustianFGC.com.
And of course, big thanks to Battle Lounge. Charlie on the back end here, running the stream and helping with the brackets and all that stuff throughout the entire Quarantine League, right? Not just like tonight. This has been an ongoing collaboration of Battle Lounge plus Faustian. So there's just, you know, big thanks all around for those guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Chapter, do you want to see us out?
Yeah, I did want to also thank, once again, we had on deck Ham Jams, who was standing by just in case anyone, whether or not the time zone got to Zubaz or if the surgery aftermath got to Ebonic Plague, we had him on standby. And of course, if you'd like to catch him actually doing his commentary, you can do so through Low Kick Online. I have dropped the link into the chat. And they're going to be having all sorts of games, including Soul Calibur action, happening this month on the 16th. So definitely go look at that. Also, I want to shout out our 2 substitutes that were here today in case players couldn't make it. Yoshimitsu 6 and Art Graves, who just missed Quarantine League cutoffs. Congratulations to both of them. And honestly, I want to say, as you know, you try to do your best to be as unbiased as possible, coming from roller derby and now to the FGC when you're commentating your own people. But I was thoroughly impressed by the leveling up we saw from Mathlete, from Dill Muncher, and even for Rip City, who came out angry and had a 3-0 against Rich Sticks right off the bat, which I don't think anyone really expected to be done that definitively in this regard. But of course, I always love the Codeine Bryant himself, Rich Sticks out in Iowa, so always going to support him. Thank you so much for coming out as well. Beyond that, folks, if you heard of FaustianFGC.com, and whether or not we get a Season 3 for Soul Calibur 6, the Pacific Northwest will continue to sponsor and put on events as much as humanly possible for any scene that has folks that love it in it. So it doesn't matter. We decide when it's dead, no one else. Beyond that, I will pass it over to you.
Thank you for saying that, because I've been seeing a little too much doom and gloom personally. But yeah, no, for sure. I'm in complete agreement with Chapter. Zubaz, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Can't wait for the next one, really.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Again, guys, thank you all so much. And as you know, everyone said, as long as our souls burn, we'll still be here.
Big money payouts too. Jeez, if Evil Buho is still on, let's rate Evil Buho, I think, too.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. I will see y'all later.
Yep. Have a good one, man. Sleep well.